live again. Okay, my head there. Yeah, okay.
My mic is on.
Yeah, blue should be good. Your job is to track, it'll say this mic aux 2. Just make sure that never like drops out to, well, like it just stops recording or listening.
I think it's good.
As long as it's moving like that, it's good. Matt and I recorded a game on Friday, and for whatever reason, just in the middle, it randomly dropped for like half a turn. Don't know why. Or I guess a quarter of a turn. Anyway, for you, scoring this, no touchy. This is just nice and easy. You put in how many CP we're at. The name's already done. Primary, so how many primaries each person gets on every turn. What missions do they draw? How much they score for them. It automatically tallies it and puts it into this system. So, yeah.
So just pull down for what you got.
And just nice drop down. They're all in here.
Cool. Okay.
So that should be easy. All right.
Nice.
And then these things have changed a little bit where they are, but all you need to really worry about are these.
Front, free, top.
Yep.
Each have 1 CP.
Yes. I did. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hobby had them set up for me. All right.
Hey there. It's up, Orson One.
We got some people here.
They hear us?
Hopefully they can hear us. Well, go to the front cam then. Whose mic is that? Matt's mic. That's okay.
What up?
What up? We're getting set here. Hopefully this...
Mass more snakes. Yep.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
Much snake to be happening. Like, at least half my army. We're here. Connor pressed it. Welcome everybody to this epic battle report, live battle report. I haven't been this excited for a live battle report in a while. Tyranids got a new detachment. I am playing it to its extreme with all the snakes, but Matt is here to foil my plans.
Codex Death Guard.
With the scary Death Guard. You guys have not seen them on the channel yet. The new Codex Death Guard. I've played against them once in a casual game. It was kind of terrifying. I've watched Matt play against a lot of people. It's kind of terrifying.
They're very terrifying.
They're very terrifying right now. So we'll see if Matt foils my plans of showing off all of the snakes. But that's what we have. Lists are, well, at least my list, we can get yours in there during the game, are in the description, the whole normal system that is follows. I am using the new Ravner datasheets, so the 5-man Ravners, plus there are the hyper-adaptive Ravners. I've got some proxies for them, so for once, not everything's painted. I like to have just about everything painted, but not everything is painted because these Ravner proxies just have to get me through this game, and then we'll have all of them pretty much. So I think, without further ado, we're just going to dive into it. This is new Dataslate, new mission deck, new everything. We've got the deck. Thankfully, thank you, Hobby. And I think we're just ready to go. We're playing Mission A. Take and hold, tipping points. Nice and easy. One more thing I do want to mention. In the description, you will see a link for Ruins of Perdition. That is the terrain you're seeing here, minus the crates. That is Mini Wargames Kickstarter they're doing right now for their 3D printed magnetizable terrain. Super easy stuff to work with. I was a little hesitant at first when I was playing around with it. But once we got it painted and magnetized up, really easy to do with. And if you're someone who 3D prints, you can print it yourself, or Mini Wargaming will print it for you. So check out those links. They are kind of sort of sponsoring this video. So yes, thank you guys, Mini Wargaming. And now we can begin. We'll go over the list as we deploy.
Yep.
It's going to be pretty simple. I guess this is just Attacker Defender to start.
You get to pick.
I will be Attacker because that's fitting for my list. So you get your first drop. Reserves for me is going to be almost everything. Legally, no. I have the enhancement that allows me to take 3 units and pull them back into strategic reserve. So technically starting on the board, or starting off the board, are the 4 main monsters. The 3 Trigons, the Moloch, and the 2 Screamer Killers and a Lictor are going to be starting off the board.
Okay.
and more will join them.
Yeah, I will have my 3 Terminator squads starting off the board. So that's 2 units of Death Shroud, 1 unit of Blight Lords.
Okay. You've got both have a contagion?
So both squads of Death Shroud have a Lord of Contagion, and the squad of Blight Lords has a Lord of Virulence.
Okay. Yep. Nasty stuff.
Yep.
Nasty stuff. Okay. I guess first drop to you then.
Yeah, do you have Infiltrator Scouts in your list?
I do have a Lictor, and I do have a unit of Gene Stealers.
Okay.
With a Broodlord.
We'll start with the unit of Poxwalkers then.
Poxwalkers.
Freshly infiltrating Poxwalkers.
Top down. Yes, thank you.
Right.
Tipping point is... I didn't set up the deployments because I didn't really need them.
12 inches and 20.
12 and 20.
Okay. Oh. Pretty much just want to make sure I start 9 inches away from you.
Yes.
And I'll call that good enough.
Okay. We're going to do the... Do you have more Poxwalkers? Or...
I have 1 more unit of Poxwalkers.
Okay. Then I think what I will do is throw my Neurolictor right here.
Okay.
To kind of mirror you there.
All right. Then...
We got people flooding in, it looks like. Good.
Force and 1 is here.
Yes, Force and 1. Welcome.
Grooby, please, joining as a troop member.
Hey, yeah, he just joined. He just joined the Discord.
Thank you, Grooby.
Thank you for joining this spawn.
Yep. Chaos Spawn. They now scout.
Do you have any other spawn or just those 2?
Just those spawn.
And the rest of it's Plague Marines and Rhinos?
Yep. Plague Marines and Rhinos, 2 of the heavy blight launcher drones.
Yep.
And yeah, it's 1 big squad of Plague Marines and 2 small squads of Plague Marines.
Okay.
One of the small squads has the Lord of Poxes in it.
Ooh, good to go against him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of which, this is the time I'm supposed to be declaring my contagions.
Yes.
So I'm playing the Champions of Contagion detachment, so I can switch it every battle round. But I'm going to start with -1 to hit.
Oh, don't do that.
Because if I want the -1 save, I can do that.
Just get that.
And then I also have the enhancement on Lord Poxes to have a bonus 1.
Okay.
So he'll take the -1 save.
Okay.
He just has that all game.
Got it.
When do you take the 3rd one? It got buffed, right? The contagion?
Well, when do I?
When would you?
So basically, only in this detachment, and I do it if like on a specific turn, I need to deny a primary or something where I can say, all right, this will actually deny them a point this turn, and it will matter. But as far as taking it for an entire game, like in a different detachment, I still don't think you really ever do.
And just so people know, I do have the lists are updated in... Both lists are updated in the Google Drive for you guys to reference. Yeah, this is going to be scary. Matt and I played a more narrative-based game for the members. That'll be coming out next Monday. And Death Guard was scary in a narrative sense, but now it's going to be competitive. So I'm also still scared. I guess these guys will start up here. Why not?
Okay.
Sure don't go too far. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I don't want them to get seen right away. Well, they do have scout too.
So, one of your Trigons turn 1 deep strikes?
Yes.
And they all 6-inch deep strike.
They all can 6-inch deep strike, but they cannot charge if they 6-inch deep strike.
But they make a tunnel which will allow other things to.
Other things to 6-inch deep strike and charge. Yeah. Yep. So one Trigon does have turn 1 deep strike. The other Trigon, of course, has Trigon Prime because he is amazing with that enhancement.
Okay. Just got to worry about screening out my deployment zone then. Tallyman's down in the building.
Tallyman have 4 wounds.
Yes.
So I cannot just pop him with a Moloch.
What's that enhancement, Craig? The Trigon Prime one?
It's literally called Trigon Prime.
Oh, it's called Trigon Prime?
It makes your Trigon. It makes it a Synapse creature, +1 strength, and +1 weapon skill. So he's strength 11, hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s.
Wow.
I'm just going to put my Neurogons in this building.
Okay.
Neurogons. I'll put the beast up here so everyone can see that the little minions are down below. Yeah, I use this. We use this list. I use this list. Matt used a different list, and then RTT. This past weekend, the list slapped. My first game I did lose, but I was playing against a Warhound Titan. So that was a bit weird. My dice rolls were pretty abysmal. It took 2 Screamer killers, 3 rounds of combat to kill what is it? Not an immortal. The Sisters tank transport immolator. There it is. So it took 30 Screamer killer slaps to kill a transport. The toughness 10 transport, but still, did not go well for me there. Okay, and then I just have the big blocks. So the Zoes, they're just gonna sit back here.
Okay.
And Zoes and Neurotyrant, of course. Gotta have the Neurotyrant in this detachment. Do.
And as much as I'd like to deny your scout moves or something, I think I just have to screen out behind me.
That's fair. That is fair.
Because I'd much rather your army appear 6 inches in front of me than 6 inches behind me.
Yeah.
What's the size of that guy's base? It's enormous.
They're 120s.
120s?
Yeah. 120 by 92 or something weird like that.
Just going to have them occupy as much space as possible, basically.
That's fair.
There you go.
All right. Let's see. You've got some shooting lanes there. If I deploy right here, they're gonna die. You still have a drone, right?
I have one here. Yep.
All right. So I guess we'll be safe, and I'll put these Raveners back here, nice and safe. Just 5 regular Raveners.
Okay. I only have 2 more drops.
I only have 1.
Okay. All right. And inside of this Rhino, the Plague Marine squad has a Biologist Putrefier with the Final Ingredient enhancement.
Final ingredients.
Yes. So the first time that unit kills a character unit in melee, I get an extra contagion army-wide for the rest of the game.
That's gross.
Yes. And then there's also a Malignant Plaguecaster in that unit, so sustained and lethal on 5.
Okay.
Against afflicted targets, at least.
Sure. All right. I'm going to just pop down my Raveners.
Okay.
If anyone, you can see a close-up later, my hyper-adaptive Raveners are just really tiny Trigons.
Funny.
Which are pretty cool models, honestly.
They're
Tiny Trigons.
Tiny Trigons. The one with actual talons, I gave him time to have talons, is the Alpha or the Prime. And then the one with the tentacle maw is the Flamer one.
What do they do, for those who don't know?
Everything.
Everything?
Everything. So there's Synapse Creature, because of the Prime in there. So they're always Strength 6. They have sustained hits all the time, not just while they're leading a unit. But while they're leading a unit, of course, the rest of them get it. They also, in case you go up against a toughness 13 thing, like I did, have anti-monster vehicle 5 up.
Jeez.
They, in this detachment, of course, they hit on 3s, rerolling 1s. They are still twin linked. They are AP2 2 damage. They can heroic intervene or rapid ingress for free once per game. And the Flamer is just a nice little Flamer.
Sounds like they got the Death Guard treatment.
It is 165 points for the 5 of them.
Wow.
So these 5 are more expensive than 3 Death Shroud.
Wow.
But
But they do put in work.
They do put in work. They were absolutely the MVP almost every game. All right, we are deployed. Nice and simple. We are going to roll off to see who goes first. What do you want?
I have no idea. I think second, so that you're forced to fully deploy before I'm fully forced to deploy.
Yep. I have yet to go second with this detachment. I went first all my other games. So I would like to try out the shenanigans of going second. Going first, it still delivers a punch. I am orange.
All right. You're going second.
Oh my god!
It's happening for
I
you.
have to think about the actual strategy. Okay, so one thing that will happen, I'm going to, at the start of the game, the Zoanthropes are just going to go into reserve.
Okay.
And if I was going first, I would take the Raveners as well, but because they get to do it for free, there's no point in doing it right now.
Makes sense. All right. I've got a 6-inch scout move. As long as that does not get me within 9 of you, which it won't.
The board is so bare.
So
There's nothing on there.
it's so funny deploying this. Now, imagine going first and I would pull all 15 Raveners off the board. That's it. A Biovore. Are you done? No more scouts?
Just
And I'll just move my guys up here.
Yeah, and then I've got 3 units of Terminators in Deep Strike, and then,
All the stuff.
however many points of Plague Marines inside of those Rhinos, so... Yes, I'm also a very bear deployer.
It is funky. All right. We are ready to kick off. I need to shuffle these objectives because they are fresh out of the box. But we do have the challenge cards. Connor will have to fidget with... I didn't make a column yet for challenges and our score tracking thing, but don't worry. We'll get that going.
All right.
That's just
Doing that
dumping
here.
my brand new cards all over the place.
Wearing them in for you.
All right. All right. Let's do this. This might be painful for me, but it's going to be fun.
I've got Overwhelming Force and Recover Assets. So the new Recover Assets, that one completes at the end of my turn.
It does, yes.
So that is much, much easier than the old one. I won't get your deployment zone, but I'll at least score that, which is very nice.
Good.
And then Overwhelming Force, I
You should be able to ditch that if you go first, right?
don't believe so.
No, that's
This one.
Storm. Storm, I believe, is the one you can ditch.
Yeah, Overwhelming Force arguably should be able to ditch round 1, but oh well. So I get my Tallyman roll.
Tallyman.
I get an extra CP, so I'm up to 2.
You're up to 2.
All right. So Overwhelming Force. Have to decide if I ditch that at the end of the turn or keep it. But Recover Assets should be pretty easy. March these Poxwalkers up, and they'll recover No Man's Land.
Yep.
Very nice having a 5-inch move on these guys again.
Yeah. Are they on the objective? They are.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know. Good to know.
With the 4-inch move, I would need to deploy them on the ruin to make that happen.
Right.
All right. And then you, I don't like you.
No, don't get him. He hasn't survived turn 1 yet.
So I can get these guys just inside the building.
So we played tournament. We played layout 5, which is the really ugly Dawn of War style deployment. And no matter where I put him, my opponent always had something that was super fast and could get an angle on my Neurolictor, like every time. So turn 1, it was a knight, a little baby knight with the autocannons, and he just flew him up the flank, got a bead on him, just within 12, and then he died. The next game, I was playing World Eaters, so, that happens. World Eaters are fast. Even deploying him in my own deployment zone, he'd still got mulched. And then the last game was against... I guess he did not die. Against Necrons, he survived until the entire game. Stuck fighting a stupid Hexmark Destroyer all game that deployed in my backfield.
All right. The one big downside of having this few units on the board is if you want to deep strike something turn 1 on me, you'll be able to do it. I'm hoping it's going to be unappealing for you.
Yep, that's very fair.
I'm going to advance this drone because he won't get to shoot. Woo! All right.
Let him go.
So he's going to go 16,
Wow.
which will help kind of cover the bubble in the center I had going here.
Yeah, dang.
That'll be my very exciting turn 1.
Turn 1! All right! Nice. So you do score 3 points for recover assets?
Swalkers recovering assets.
Lamp,
So I've
lamp.
scored. Force. I think I will go ahead and keep that.
Okay.
Because if it disincentivizes you from taking objectives, then I'm happy with that outcome.
That's fair. All right, so before Matt technically ends his turn, the Raveners go into the tunnels, and now I officially have some 1,600 points in reserve. All right, there we go. To my turn, one, we're going to draw some cards. We have Overwhelming Force.
Okay.
That's tasty. And Established Locus. Not bad. Not bad. I don't really want to be doing actions right now, but Overwhelming Force is tasty. You've got some Rhinos and Poxwalkers there.
Oh, sorry. I was going to charge your Lictor. That was a thing I definitely set up for.
Okay.
Mind if I...
Yeah, go for
You
it.
did mention it.
Yeah. So they've got a 5-inch charge.
They make it.
Yeah, that was no reason for them to be up that far if I wasn't doing that. So they're going to be in D6 plus 2 attacks each.
Yes.
We've got 4 and 4, 8 attacks.
Okay.
Is Miles E Miles we know?
Yeah, that's Miles.
Hit you on.
Is more snacks.
More stalls.
Ooh, they're angry.
Oh no.
Oh, that's
There
twice.
you go, to
Whoa.
free cam.
Your toughness is
5.
down to 4.
Yes.
So I wound you on 3s.
Okay.
So yeah, 3 of them.
Okay.
1.
Alright, 4 ups. He takes 2 wounds.
Okay.
Down to 5. 7. Alright, let's do some stabbing back. Minus to hit or minus?
Minus to hit. Yeah.
Alright, so 3s. Rerolling 1s. Ah, the 2s! And
Jeez.
nothing. Okay.
I will say, I do mortal wounds in return in melee, so it may be good for you.
Okay. Alright, so now we go to my turn. Who do I want to attempt a battle shock? Do you come within 12?
Rhino's probably within 12.
The Rhino is within 12. I think we shall do that. Do I care? Do I really care? There's 2 squads in that Rhino?
2 squads of 5, 1 has the Lord of Foxes with him.
Oof. And he kills a character, he gets...
That's this squad.
Oh, that's that squad.
Yeah.
Okay.
The big squad needs to kill a character unit.
Yeah, we'll battle shock the spawn.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and free up my...
They... Any
base.
minuses?
No minuses
They
on this.
might be okay. I have to check
Nice.
if they're 7 or an 8.
Question is, do I want to hold... No, I do not want to feed you my Broodlord. Okay, so we have Overwhelming Force, Established Locus. Do I want to... I'm up to 2 CP. I could be a little greedy and ditch one of those already.
They are 7, so they're fine.
Alright.
Matt's up to 3 CP now.
Yes.
Yes.
I could ditch Established Locus. What do I need my CP for? Reroll charges. And I don't think I'm going to need sustain hits, but I'm going to need it on my next turn. So maybe we'll hold on to it. We'll ditch it. Alright, so 1 Trigon can come in. You. And, because I don't think I'm going to... Well, I might move the Steelers. And all the Raveners are going to come in. I think... Let's see. Steelers don't have advance and charge. Are you up against the wall?
On that side, yeah.
Yeah, so I am 12, so like a 4-inch charge. A little more to get me more in there would be good. And then that kind of holds that objective downtown. Yeah, let's do that.
I think it's before we get too far.
Oh.
Tricks I have in this detachment.
Yes.
I can give any infantry unit plus 2 toughness, shooting or fight phase. So I can make Poxwalkers T6, Plague Marines T8, or
Jesus.
Terminators T9.
Oh my god.
I also have a Fights First strat I can use on a unit being led by 2 characters. So
Led by 2 characters.
that one specifically. And then, various damage boosting stratagems as well.
That is so strong. Fights first stratagem
Yep.
on Plague Marines.
Yep, it's real good.
It's real good.
Okay, I think we know what we're going to do. So, we're going to move the Gene Stealers up. That's going to happen. I didn't paint enough of the terrain. I forgot about the top floors when it came to some of the ruins. So, Gene Stealers, Ooga Booga. I should say the Broodlord at least. No reactive move, right?
No.
Okay. I'm not on the objective yet, but booga booga. And that's my movement phase, except for the, all the fun stuff that's about to happen.
Yes.
So, Raveners, Trigon, and if I can, more Raveners.
So how does it work? I actually
So-
don't know.
The first snake will come in and put down a tunnel marker.
Trigon or Moloch?
Or Raveners.
Or Ravens.
They in the balanced data slate they gave it to Raveners.
Oh.
Anything else that comes in from Deep Strike can come in wholly within 9 inches of tunnel marker, and they can be within 6 inches of an enemy. Toughness on these guys is 9.
Yes.
Okay, so 9-inch Buble is going to be right there. 9-inch Buble is right there. That's a Ravener down.
I think he bopped onto a shelf.
Wait, oh, he really bounced. Springy. 9 inches. I want to get. There's magnets on this terrain, which is fine and really good for the customization, but the tape measures like to stick to it. All right, so we'll do this
Skill issue.
for now. Trigon that is allowed to deep strike 6 inches away while being near the tunnel will be right there.
So this is not the one with the enhancement, or it is the one? Or
This is the deep strike turn one. Otherwise, he couldn't be doing this.
oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. Yep.
Yep. The one with the ugly base is the basic Trigon, and then the other one is the Prime.
Yep. And are all of your Trigons characters?
No, but
Just-
this one is.
Okay.
This one and the Prime, of course.
Okay.
Are characters. I am worried I'm feeding you a lot by because you do have a lot right there,
I do.
but then you're coming back.
Yeah, so for squad compositions, the Plague Marines in that Rhino are 2 plasma guns, Power Fist, 2 heavy plague weapons, which are basically Power Fists,
Yeah.
and then a Blight Launcher. And then the Lord of Poxes themselves is 6 attacks at 822 with dev wounds.
6 attacks at 8. Jesus. I worry about this, but at the same time, these drones are just nasty. They are nasty, and I would like to see them out of here and not even play the game today.
That's fair.
They
A lot of people would like
and then. Okay, I'm gonna have to shuffle you like so, but not that far back. All right, there we go. Did you want to Overwatch?
No.
All right. So these Raveners.
Actually, that's a good question now that I think about it.
Oh,
It will be D6 plus 4 because it's a blast squad.
Yep. I guess you can technically stand on the tunnel marker, so we'll do that.
Alright, so that's
There we go. Oh, I guess I can't. Oh,
there's a good shot, decent shot. I kill 1 Ravener.
all right.
Go for it.
The Overwatch.
So it's down to CP. D6 plus 2 shots plus another 2 for blast. Wah, wah.
Oh,
So just 5 shots. 6 of their lethals. 1 lethal.
oh, nice.
AP2.
AP2, I get no fancy saves, so it's just 1/6 up to save a Ravener. Yeah. We do?
Wow.
Okay.
Well, had to try.
No, that's absolutely fair. I don't blame you because each one of those is a dead Ravener.
Yeah, I think the drone dies anyway. It's just nice to get a few of them off the table.
100%. 100%. Now, we have shooting phase. I'm a Spore Mine I'm going to spawn. I don't really know what it's going to do other than screen out some... Now, your Destro can't do 6-inch deep strike right away turn 2 because...
So they can D6 deep strike next to something that's afflicted.
Okay.
So if it's in your backfield, I won't be able to do it.
Okay, that's what I...
Until I physically get there, anyway.
Right. So I do still have a little bit of a bubble, but actually, okay, movement phase, I'm going to just shuffle him back there. So he's on the objective. There. We're going to just put the Spore Mine right here to help continue this backfield screening buble.
Sure. Do you have guns?
Trigon has a gun.
Okay.
That's it. We're going to do it. It's not good. I can't see... Oh, can I see the pox?
They're in the building.
Well, no, I don't. Well, I kind of want to charge them. But it's a 9-inch charge either way, and I believe I can tag the character with a 9-inch charge. So, I believe I have to spend a CP now before we get going. You can mark me down one, Connor. This is the one, so the Trigon popped in.
So you are currently too close.
Oh, am I?
Yeah. Yeah, just this one guy's within 9.
Is that better? There we go.
Right. Because then that
So
probably
probably-
turns into a 10 on the character.
Okay. Yep. So we will just shoot the drone, the custom one, hitting you on 3s, no modifiers. Right?
No, you're too far away at the moment.
I guess I do get 3 hits, and then T10,
T9.
1 wound, no AD.
3 up. He takes a wound.
Huzzah! We do a wound, but they had 9 wounds.
10 wounds. Now he's on 9.
That's perfect, actually. That is exactly what we needed. We're gonna try the same thing. The flamer on the Raveners into the other drone. D6 plus 3 shots for 8.
Okay.
5, 6, 7, 8. These are gonna be on 5s and 6s. Strength 6. 2 of them at AP 1, no cover.
Okay. 4s. Take
1 more wound. Well, that's not as important because they damage 2. Right.
Yeah.
It's the thought that counts. Now we get to... Yeah, so I spent my CP for those of you who... I kind of glanced off that for a second. The Trigon pops in. It's a monster, right from reserve. He gives a 6-inch bubble of reroll charging for the turn. So...
Where's that? That's the strat?
that's a strat. Yep.
Okay. So you're on 0?
I'm on 1.
You're on 1.
Because I didn't spend 1 the first turn.
That's right.
So we'll just go into those charging. Technically, we should do these in the right order. So the Raveners, the fancy Raveners, 6-inch rerollable charge into the drone.
All right. Well,
This is why we spend this strat. You will not believe how many of these I have failed.
it's fine. I've never failed a 1 shroud.
Okay, so they're flying in.
Yep.
I'm going to move the free cam for a hot minute. He gets to go all the way around. These men. There you go. Perfect. All right. Next charge is going to be the long bomb Trigons, the 9 inches into the Poxwalkers.
Yep.
9 here. Almost.
Nope.
We do get the free reroll, thanks to the strat. We don't.
Okay. That would have been really bad.
That would have been, yeah. But then the Trigon gets to go into the other drone.
Yep.
They did it in the wrong order.
Actually, both your charges were long enough to make this.
Sure.
Not that one.
We'll just slap a 10. I might be able to have a little fun with that one. How much OC is on your point right now?
Just 1.
Okay, so a 10. I should probably just measure back of base. We'll put him right there. So he can go like so. I don't think that's enough. Nope, I needed an 11-inch charge to do that. That's okay. Can I take that thing? Nope, he's just going to be vibing there. All right. Fun stuff. Maybe I should have burned another CP, but nah, that's okay.
What would you have used it on?
Debating if I needed sustained hits on this Trigon.
How many attacks?
12.
12 hitting on... Does he on 2s or 3s?
He is on 3s.
Okay. It's the prime.
It's the prime that hits on 2s, yeah. He should.
So it will be -1, so 4s.
Oh, he probably won't do it. We're going to try. All right, yeah, let's do the Trigon. 12 attacks here on 4s, rerolling 1s. There's 3 1s.
3 2s?
3 2s. There would have been some sustains. Okay.
That seems pretty good.
Pretty good. And then 3s here. Wait.
IMT 9.
Oh, you are 9. Okay. No, that is 4s. He's not Synapse.
Right.
He is only strength 9 here.
You were...
Oh, yeah, the big one. They'll charge in 2. We'll do that after this. Thank you. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4 AP2s.
All right. 4 5-ups.
5-ups. You have exactly 9 wounds.
I would have to fail 2 of these. Or, sorry.
You'd have to make 2 of them.
I'd have to make 2.
Yeah.
You have 1 CP left.
I won't. I want to, but I won't.
All right. So 5-ups.
Wow.
Nope.
Fail them.
Fail them all.
Do I explode? No.
No. Cool. And we determined he just sits there. I will quickly, you can kind of see, charge the brood he's in. He gets an 8. Can that put the broodlord? That will put the broodlord in the building.
Yeah.
Which is fine. And then the rest of the Steelers, let's see. You could engage. You can engage. Actually, with an 8. No, it's kind of awkward there. You could engage. And I will try to send these this way. So then with a pile in, at least one of them will get to engage. Maybe both.
Okay.
I'm assuming you're not going to interrupt with your 2 CP?
No.
All right. Let's do the Steelers while we're over here. Save the Raveners for last.
What's up, Critical Medic?
You will be -1 to hit.
Oh,
You are -1 to hit.
Yeah, never mind.
Because that puts you to 6s or 5s?
6 is only, yeah.
6s. So you're just fishing for the
Because if
legions.
I could kill 1 Gene Stealer, that would almost be enough to justify it.
Yeah.
So what is your profile here?
4 attacks apiece. The Gene Stealers are 4.
You got the Broodlord. There's no way it's worth it.
Okay. So all the Steelers are going to be able to fight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Steelers. These are going to be on 3s now, right?
Yep.
Rerolling 1s because you are on an objective.
Yep.
No, ooh.
That was a lot.
That's a lot of 2s. There's 1 1. And another 2. Wow, there's 6 2s in there. And then these are going to be UT5. 4. I'm Synapse, so 3s. We also reroll 1s. Sorry, the reroll 1s to hit is their built-in rule. Reroll 1s to wound is because you're on an objective.
Okay.
3s.
The detachment gives them hit rerolls.
Detachment and their base rule.
Oh, okay.
Both of them. Yep. Okay, so you got 4 Devies and...
It's all the same.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Well, you got 9 of them there.
Yep. 5-up, feel no pain. 5-ups have not been helping me out so far.
You used them all in your Poxwalkers the other day. You guys will see. There's a pair of a squad of Poxwalkers. Absolute units. Those guys. All right.
You just gotta kill 2 more here.
Come on, Broody. 3s. Again, rerolling the 1s. Okay. And then 3s.
Oh, you're not gonna kill them?
Uh-oh.
Twin Link.
Twin Link, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, he's dead.
Well,
They're damaged too, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
They're dead.
Cool. Unfortunately, I don't know if I can technically pile in to be completely hidden there. I guess at best this guy could swing around, but I think the other 2 technically getting closer is like that.
Yeah.
So that's that. Alright, now for the piece de resistance. We're gonna do this. Now, I was playing it this way at the tournament. The critical, not that it matters in this case, but the anti-vehicle 5-up on the Super Raveners does not transfer to the regular Raveners.
Right.
Okay, that's the way I was playing it. I didn't think about that rule transferring, but it doesn't, so we're good.
Yeah, because that's just something that's on the stat line of their weapon.
The sustain hits does transfer, so we are just gonna do. There's so many dice here. This is 33 attacks.
It's all gonna wound to the same, so you can roll them together if you want.
I'm gonna do the Super Ravener for the prime, just for funsies.
Okay.
And then we'll do everybody else.
So -1.
Oh. Sustained in there, and then 5s.
Okay.
Maybe 2.
5-ups. Make
2
1.
damage.
He's on 7.
Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, so that's the rest of the Super Raveners, and then yeah, it's all the same. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 2. Yep, 5. Thank you. And these are going to be 3s. Rerolling 1, 6s are sustained.
Ooh.
That's a good chunk of sustains here. Good chunk of 1s. All of the misses were just in the prime for the most part. Oh, wait. 3's miss.
Yes, yeah.
There you go. Bam. Okay. 1 more sustain. Thank you. Both of your dice got sustains there.
That one's
miss. Yes. 7 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On 5s.
I think your odds are decent.
Really so far you have that many.
2 more.
That many.
And they're just twin link?
They're twin linked.
Wow.
Nature. Well,
Only one more.
The twin linked roll. So it's a good thing the first one was pretty damn good.
That's 10 of them.
10, 5 up.
I need to fail 4 of these to die, so I'm not liking my odds. It's only 3. It's mostly 4s. So yeah, he's definitely dead. Oh, does not explode. Yeah. So down go the drones. Not too shocked. There's not a whole lot I can do to screen you out entirely.
That was satisfying, but you do get to punch my 4.
Try to take your Neurolictor down a few more wounds. All right, 4 attacks each again.
Solid. Enough consistency.
I always throw these dice. It's only ever yours.
I'm working on getting some smaller ones that match the colors.
All right, I got 4s.
All right.
And 3s. All right, 2 more.
2 more. So he will live. 4 ups. He will live.
Yep.
We're going to try and punch you back. On 3s.
Is that with the -1?
Yes, they have 2s. And then on rank 6.
C7.
Oh, okay, 3 of them.
AP?
2.
All right, 6s and 5s. All right, so he's down to a wound. And because you did 3 wounds to me, on 4 pluses, I do mortals back. So take 3 mortals.
And if you died, would that still have happened?
Yes.
Okay.
It's wounds allocated to them, so I can make my save and they still do the mortals back.
All right.
It just I have to slow. It's a maximum of 6 attacks.
Sure.
And I have to slow roll it if there's a chance you kill the unit entirely. Because like if you kill it with 2 attacks, I don't get to keep rolling more. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it for my turn. A lot of damage, but not in terms of scoring. Crazy. We'll get 3 points for overwhelming force for killing Planeswalkers over here, and I will ditch established locals.
Okay.
Because I need the CP for these coming turns. It's gonna get hairy quick, but yeah, we're gonna do that. So with that, it takes it into Death Guard's turn. So we'll go up to 3 CP.
All right. I will also go up to 3. And Tallyman roll gets me to 4. All right. So I kept overwhelming force. So I'll probably take a stab at those Gene Stealers. And I also get Defend Stronghold. I'll try.
Matt will pick up 15.
Yep.
Because
Yep.
he's got them there.
Rhino Tallyman. Doing their jobs. All right, so I definitely want to kill basically everything that's on the table, if I can. And I think I have a good shot at it. Question is that overcommitting? Because that's a character?
That one is a character. Yeah.
Okay. So I will definitely be sending my Plague Marines that way. Because if they kill him in melee, which they should, then I get a second contagion for the rest of the game.
Yep.
I'm going to keep the -1 to hit for now.
But you get to change it every turn?
That's my detachment rule.
Oh my. I understand.
Yeah, because it's round 2, so my contagion is 6 inches. This guy gives me an extra 3 on himself, So as long as I can swing it that he is within 9 of all of this,
Yeah.
I get the worsen save anyway.
Thing?
Yeah.
More tunnel markers. They're all supposed to give out tunnel markers when they spawn up there. So
Sure.
there they go. Tunnel markers.
You guys want to do a mic check quick?
Oh.
Someone said only one mic working.
Check.
They're all.
that's mine.
Thank you.
Mine is dying. I was already dying.
Thank you, Elo Tertra.
We got a spare one, right?
I got a spare.
All right. Well, I'm gonna jump into movement then while Craig fixes that. Otherwise, any questions or anything?
I'm live again.
There are some questions, yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
We've got a question for your list building. Craig, how many burrowers do you think you need as a minimum for this detachment? Is it still 5/6 like assimilation?
I don't. It's tough because there are so many ways you can play this detachment. I think you want at least 3 if you're going to play more of a shooty route. I think you for sure want a big unit of Super Ravners. I think you want for sure a Trigon Prime. And then maybe another Trigon and maybe another unit of Ravners at a minimum. And then the rest of it is up to how you're playing the list. In my instance with this list, I am playing super aggressive, where I am throwing most of my army up through the tunnels. You can play this pretty reserved and have a ton of really effective shooting, and you only need a few tunnels for a few key punch type of things. So because of the reroll ones, it's super, super flexible. But all of the strats are really around the tunnel, so you want a couple units to still benefit from that.
I feel like you've been waiting for this detachment for all of 10th.
Oh, it's something like this, yeah. I've really missed the mobility that my Kraken Ravners had in 9th edition. It was like Eldar Drukhari levels of mobility that they had. And now, in 10th, we really, outside of Vanguard Onslaught, we really haven't had that. So something like that, and I'm curious. I really want to do like a review on this detachment and everything, but I'm a little hesitant to do it yet because I'm wondering if they're going to FAQ and change a few things. And I'm not so sure. I don't know. Some things seem a little bonkers.
Like what?
Like the being able to put a tunnel out of a unit that arrived through a tunnel, out of a unit that arrived through a tunnel, because you could start all the way back here and just train these tunnels across to get your units wherever you want, and that seems a little strong, if you ask me. Maybe not.
Sounds strong.
It is strong.
Yeah.
It is really good. And then there was one other thing that I wasn't. I was not sold on them keeping, but it has escaped me at the moment. That was the main thing. The Russian nesting doll of tunnels is a bit wild. Oh, I also don't. The 9 inches from a tunnel seems a bit strong. Maybe they tone that down to 6 inches. I don't want them to. I want to be able to walk my Hierophant through a tunnel and show up in the opponent's deployment zone, kind of. Mainly just the front line. Because it is 9 inches from the center of the token. So it's 18 inches in diameter that you can fit your model and be within 6 inches. So your big bad Hierophant can come walking out, say, hello, this tiny tunnel just spawned a Hierophant. And while I'm all for that, it does seem a little bonkers.
It'll take some time to see.
It'll take some time.
Yeah.
So I'm going to probably save the detachment review for the last of the new video reviews because I want to see what happens. Matt is piling out a buttload of Plague Marines here.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if I go all in here, if I keep some more.
You do have 5 more monsters coming.
And that's why I'm hesitant. Because I don't think my Plague Marines will deal with this. But yeah, I'm also nervous about that. So, I'm trying to decide if I commit a second Plague Marine squad here, but I think I hold it in the Rhino for now.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Any other questions while Matt ponders?
Necromancer Goblin is wondering the amounts of Raveners you have. So you have 2 squads of 6 regulars.
In this squad, it's 2 squads of 5.
2 squads of 5.
A squad of 5 hyper adapted, and I'm attaching, of course, the hyper adapted to the regular Raveners. I think outside of Vanguard Onslaught, that's what you're going to see in most lists, are 15 at most. But I was just running through all of the detachments in my head over lunch today. There is a really good argument outside of Crusher Stampede, and even then you can use them in Crusher Stampede, to have a unit of 5 Raveners plus 5 hyper adaptive in every single detachment. Because they are so good, and there's so many synergies with them. They are characters, remember. The hyper adaptive is a character unit. So that Prime gets an enhancement. There are so many enhancements that are good.
Oh.
You can give him in Synaptic Nexus the one for -1 leadership. They're Synapse creatures. If you pop a Shadows with a Neurotyrant on the board while within 6 inches of that Ravener, your tests are all at -3. And they're gonna be up in the front line because they can rapid ingress for free, and then they can, move 10 inches and charge. So those are wicked. In Assimilation Swarm, you can make them strength 7. And you can boost their attacks by 1 if they kill something. Or you can give them fight first.
How many wounds on this guy?
14.
And his toughness is?
10.
10?
That's crazy.
It's, yeah.
I didn't even think about the enhancement.
In what's it called? Invasion Fleet, they can just have access to sustained and lethal on 5s at the same time if you're up against a vehicle.
Man.
It's just bonkers.
You got your own Death Shroud.
They're so different than Death Shroud.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, it's just this was not the hyper adaptive part, but a big block of Raveners. That was my anchor in my my Kraken list back in 9th edition. It was a block of 10 Raveners was my very first thing I put in every list, and they just did the business.
I remember.
I'm trying to think of what else in other detachments. In Warrior Bioform Onslaught, you can give them Advance and Charge.
Ooh.
I think, you can give them Advance and Charge. You can give them -1 to hit at all times. You can give them +1 to hit at all times. Well, we don't talk about Unending Swarm.
Not anymore.
That's just left by the wayside. If GW could, in the next and then future balanced Dataslate, revive that detachment. Tyranid started out pretty rough at the beginning of the edition, but I will give GW props for turning it around if they fix that detachment. Because the last 2 detachments they've put in now have been fun. Maybe not OP. Well, this one up for debate, but fun. Oh no! Those Gene Stealers are cooked.
Yeah, and I don't really want to deploy the Blight Lords in this spot, but they're also screening because you're going to have more coming in next turn, and I'm hoping with all of this now you should be more or less screened out of my backfield.
That's fair.
The hope. But yeah, it feels like I'm committing more than I want to. And lastly, I will also be bringing in 1 squad of Death Shroud.
Holy bejesus!
Because I need to keep my home objective, so I can't just let these things stay where they're at.
Oh my.
So if I can get them line of sight on these guys, that would be great for just flamers, but I don't think I'll have the distance.
I can go the distance. It's from some Disney movie.
Top 3 Disney songs from Hercules.
Oh, it's Hercules. There it
Yeah,
is.
Hercules.
I know. It's one of the few ones I've watched a bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hercules is a good old one. Atlantis was a fun one. I watched that on the airplane on the way back and forth.
I remember that one.
Or is it called Atlantis, or is it called, I can't remember.
I think so.
Lost City of Atlantis.
Lost City, yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Park.
That's a good one too. And Entangled is also one of my favorite.
Okay. That's
Back to the
all my
murder.
reserves that
No
are
more
coming in.
Disney.
No more Disney. Back to Disney. I like it. All right. Who's dying?
Hopefully everyone. Probably not them, but we'll try.
I hope not.
So,
My star children.
starting off the shooting phase, I need to order things properly. This Rhino's going to shoot that squad of Raveners, so that I can get reroll wound rolls for that Plague Marine squad.
Okay.
So, I've got 2 combi bolters, which are rapid firing. This is...
You can do it, Matt.
It's going well. Going well. Alright, so 8 attacks with combi bolters. I'll also be shooting 2 rapid fire plasma guns and a havoc launcher. The plasma guns are... Yeah. Well, plasma guns are inside the...
Oh, there's still dudes inside. Okay, yeah.
So, the bolters. Hit on 3s with lethals. And then your toughness 5 down to 4 right now.
Yes.
So 4s. So 3. I'm worsening your save from that guy.
So with cover, so 4 ups.
Yep.
We do take 2 wounds.
Okay. Every time I pick them up. Havoc launcher is just 1, but plus 2 for blast.
Yep.
So 3 shots on 3s. And then on 3s. 2 more. 4 ups again.
4 ups. We're good.
Okay. And the overcharged plasma guns.
Nice.
3s and 2s.
Ooh, shoot. Yeah.
So,
AP 3.
4 effectively
4.
contagion.
So that's just 2 dead.
2 dead, yeah.
Do you go boom?
And my hazardous checks, I fail 1.
Nice. Oh, but the Rhino takes it.
Yes,
doesn't
the
he?
Rhino takes the
That's
damage.
dumb.
Firing deck's pretty good.
Goodbye, Rhino.
And now I can still see you with all my guns in this squad. So I've got a plasma pistol and 2 plasma guns. And a blight launcher. So the blight launcher... Yeah, through the ruin to this guy. Oops, sorry.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. To this guy works too.
Okay.
Yeah. You're right. He's behind the building, so I can't see him specifically.
I guess, yeah. You can see him. You're good.
So starting with the... let's do the blight launcher. 1 shot plus 1 for blast.
Mm-hmm.
You got 1 lethal and 1 hit. And this is 3s re-rolling the wounds because the Rhino shot you. That's AP 2 effectively. Then cover, so...
Make 1 fail 1.
2 damage.
Okay. I'll just mark here.
Okay. Overcharged plasma guns. They'll hit.
Jeez.
And then 2s re-rolling.
Jesus. Okay.
Those go straight through. 2 damage each.
Okay, so 2 more dead, and then that guy's on a wound.
Okay. And then the character's plasma pistol hits on a 2. Wounds on a 2. 1 more straight through.
All right. Jesus.
And then I got my 3 hazardous checks. Pass them all. Okay. That was more than I was expecting.
Those plasma guns are disgusting.
Yeah, I forget how much that works when you don't have an invuln. All right. Moving on. The Lord of Virulence is going to point at these Gene Stealers. So I'll get reroll hits against the Gene Stealers.
Okay.
I want to kill the Trigon in melee specifically. So I'm only going to shoot the 2 Meltas at it.
Okay.
And then the rest of the squad's shooting is going to go into the Gene Stealers. So the Meltas into the Trigon.
Okay.
This is... They miss. Alright, that's fine. I should be able to do it in melee.
These guys have Meltas?
No, that's the plan.
Oh, over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, and then the rest of the shots going in the Gene Stealers will have reroll hits because I pointed.
Got it.
But I want to do this first because they have line of sight on the character and they don't.
Got it.
Alright, so you're 2 wounds apiece.
I am.
Alright, we'll start with the Hyperblight Grenade on the character.
Go for it.
We got 2 shots plus 1 for blast, so 3. Hits on 3s, sustained lethal on 5s, rerolls to hit because it's blast weapon. They all hit. It is strength 7 now for some unknown reason.
Okay.
So 3s. That's the step I forgot. I was going to shoot that Rhino first. I don't think it'll matter, but
2
at AP 1.
Do I get cover? No. Wow, would have had to declare it on guys in cover. So I didn't declare it.
Well, it's AP 1 anyway, so aren't you on your invuln regardless?
Oh, yeah. Is it 1 damage piece or 2?
2.
Okay, so 2 of them die.
Okay. Then the 2 blight launchers, number of shots, 3 and 2, plus 1 each for blast. So shots, and then blast. 3s, rerolling, 5s, lethal sustained. And the reroll. Okay, so those are lethal, 3 more come back in. And then 3s. So that is 7 of them. AP1.
Okay.
And these are 2 damage, so roll them separate.
Why?
Character has a better save.
Oh, I guess he does, yeah. All right, so 3 of them, they're dead.
Okay.
The other ones, he's dead.
All right.
Wow.
Like I said, I really didn't want to bring the Blight Lords in. They're there for screening, is the main thing. All right, they're shooting.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be it for shooting. So we're going to charge.
Okay.
So the Death Shroud are going to charge these Raveners back here. 6-inch charge. They're in.
Ooh.
I've never failed one. It'll happen sometime, but not today. All right. So I'll take care of these 2 tunnels.
Yep. Well, you're probably not going to get them all to fight.
Oh, I get to consolidate.
Yeah, I guess maybe you will.
But and even if I don't, the character should honestly be enough to smoke most of the squad. So it'll be 2s and 2s at 3 damage.
Well, as long as he lives, he's fine, because I can pull him away even in melee.
Oh, that's right. And then those Plague Marines into the other Raveners.
Yeah.
All right, CP reroll on that one.
Down to 3.
Down to 3.
Because even though those ones can't go up via the data sheet ability anymore, you do still have tunnels and stuff.
Yeah.
There we go. 8 could do it. Make sure the character gets in. And the 2 melee guys. Okay. I'd like to get rid of that tunnel, but I'm not going to end close enough. And, all right. These Plague Marines into your Trigon.
Yep.
I get it with a 6. As far as that guy, base to base. I'm just going to do it like that so I can consolidate back onto the objective.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be it for the charges.
Oof. All right.
So you do have CP to interrupt.
Yep.
So I'm going to be starting with 3 attacks each plus 6 on the character.
Yep.
How many attacks here?
12.
12. 12 on 4s.
Rolling 1s.
And they'll get a 5-up save. Tough or strength here?
10.
10. Okay. And strength over there is
6.
6. A twin linked. How many attacks total? It's 4 at 3 and 1
18.
at 6.
Yeah, 18 attacks.
Okay. Ugh. I think I'll attack here first.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so I'll pop more guy in. Melee, leave the rest for that. All right, so I have 4 heavy plague weapons.
Got you.
1 power fist. And then some close combat weapons. So I'll start with the heavy plague weapons. So these hit you on 4s. 5s and 6s are lethal sustained.
Okay.
So 4 lethal sustained, 1 regular hit.
All right.
So 4 come back in. And then wounding you on 5s.
Dang. Okay.
So that's 7 effectively. No, AP2, because that guy's too far away from the Trigon now.
All right. 5 ups. Nope.
Alright,
1,
damage apiece.
2, 6, 12 damage. He's done 2.
Oof. And then
Eight
Power
and
Fist,
2.
3s, lethal sustained on 5s.
Man.
2 lethal sustained. And then 5s. 3 more at AP2.
5 up. Nope. All right, he's down. Does he? He doesn't blow up. He's a Trigon. Okay.
Trigons don't blow up.
Nope. The worms don't. Nasty. Lethal sustained is gross.
Yes.
All right, I might as well interrupt. I
Yeah.
need to.
Down to 1 CP.
Down to 1. 6, 3, 3, 3, 3. You're good. All right, please don't fail me, guys. Yeah, with the hyper adaptive
Behind the
ones.
building.
We'll just leave it like this. All right, hitting you on 4s.
Yep. -1.
Okay. Let's reroll the 1s. And only pick up 1 sustain. Rerolling. All right, good. Drop 2, but we get 2 more sustain in there. It's gonna be on 4s. No.
Yeah.
Okay, twin length, thankfully.
Twin length is good.
Twin length is good. There we go. That's better. All right, you got 8, 9 of them. AP2, 2 damage.
Okay. So 5 ups on the squad first. 4 dead.
Nice.
And then 5 up. Alright. So then the last 3 on the character, 4 up in vulns. Alright, he is alive.
Oh,
I think on 1 wound.
dang.
5 wounds.
5 wounds.
Yep.
Nasty.
Because he's a captain, essentially. Alright. So, he's going to hit you now. He's got 6 attacks. He hits you on 2 with lethal hits. And then he's going to wound you on 2s with dev wounds.
2s. Strength 10?
Strength 8, but you're -1.
Oh, 8, yeah.
So that's, they're AP3 effectively.
So they're dead.
So 6 of them, 2 damage each.
Okay. 1, 2. I'll keep the flamer. 1, 2, 3 die.
Yep.
From that one character.
God. Yes.
That's crazy.
God damn.
His melee is nearly identical to the Slaughter Brute.
That guy is so flippin' lethal.
Uh,
Okay.
Sure.
And I'll go ahead and tag you with the pile in. He's on 1 wound. All right, and then the Death Shroud. The pile in. So start with the character. It's got 5 attacks on 2s with sustained and lethal. And then sustained, so it comes back. And then wounding on 2s. So 3 of them, AP2.
Oh, I don't get a save.
You do here. They're
They're not-
flips.
They're not reduce my AP.
No, because that comes from that guy specifically.
Oh, okay. So 3 6s,
Oh,
right? What?
hold on. When they it happens immediately after they kill a character in melee. So I get an extra contagion game wide. So yes, worse than save.
All right.
Yeah.
So 1's dead, 1's on a wound.
Okay, those are 3 damage.
Okay, 3 of them are dead. I'll just pull the other 2.
Okay.
All right. Not great.
All right, and then you get to hit me first in the ongoing combat.
Huh. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attacks. We miss most of them. We wound you with 1. AP2.
Okay. I make it. 1 mortal and a 4-up. Nope. And then their attacks. All right.
I'll pull them.
14. Okay.
Wow.
All right.
My God.
I killed more than I was expecting.
Killed everything.
I was not expecting to kill majority of that squad. I thought I'd be in real trouble there. Yeah. All right. So for my secondaries then, Friendly reroll ahead.
you get
Rolling force and
3
defend.
points for rolling force.
And then defend stronghold is ongoing. So yeah.
3 points.
Yep, 3.
Having lethal and sustained
It's
is
such a
really something.
on 5s. It's such a bonkers.
That was the sustained was a strat in the index detachment. It was like the best strat we had, and it only worked in melee. Now we just have it on a stick, always.
It's crazy.
It's really, really good.
So now if I charge you, you just get fight first on one of these bricks?
That squad I can get fights first, only that one.
Okay. Okay. Wow. All right.
CP, Craig's up to 2. Matt's up
CT, I'm up to 2. Yep. Matt's up to 4. Okay. Behind enemy lines and storm hostile.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna move.
You did get 5 primary.
Yeah. Do get that. The hell am I gonna do? Let's see if I can fit him over here just to be a nuisance. Maybe 6 inches away. No,
If you twist yourself so you're facing the other way.
maybe 6. I gotta be wholly within 9 of this thing. Which I'm not, well,
Yeah, you can measure from the edge.
I guess so. There. Nope. Damn. I want to finish off that one guy.
Who levels a whole squad by himself?
That's why I run him with the squad of 5. Is he's a squad of Plague Marines on his own.
So he has to be 9 away. Fuck.
You could probably fit, or no, maybe not, because it's a width issue. I was thinking Screamer Killer might fit, but
Well, I need to put another monster there to fit. Oh man, what the hell? It's just so much on the board.
There wasn't, and then there was.
yeah,
All of a sudden.
yeah. I've got one squad of Death Shroud left, so it's suddenly the majority of my army hit the table.
I don't know how I'm gonna do this with him being alive. That really screws up.
Yeah, him living was big.
Screws everything up there. Okay. Because I can't drop anything over there, so everything there is safe. How the heck do I do this? Anything I charge... Where I put tunnel down... I'm -1 to hit and -1 save.
Yep.
Okay. I genuinely don't know what to do. I have to... Well, it's only turn 2. I could just not do anything.
Yeah, it's literally turn 2.
Yeah.
I could just not do anything and let you move. Well, let's see my card. Oh, no, I have my cards. I have to do something. Okay, so first off, have pass Battle Shock on those guys.
Yep.
They pass. Oh,
I'm not worsening it.
no, but I have the wrong guys over here. I accidentally killed the Flamer. But,
You said you were keeping him alive.
yeah, well, he's not. I don't. Where'd the models go? He's over there. I can't shoot it this turn, but it would be a potential Overwatch deal. Man, I can't because the rhinos are in the way. I can't get close to you to do what I want to do. This is a real predicament here.
A Death Guard pickle. A stinky pickle, if you will.
You know why I cannot fit anything here. Okay, so what I could do... Anything can fight first? No, just that plague.
Just that one squad.
I have 4 wounds on Death Shroud now.
Yes.
So I can't even... Because this guy could come up maybe here. He's got a slightly smaller base. We're good there. We're not good there. So no.
You can move that way, can't you?
No, because I'm too close to these guys. Yeah, I'm too close there. Just close enough there. Maybe. And I'm too close there.
Okay.
Nope, that I literally can't do anything with that guy hanging around. I don't know what to do. I genuinely have no idea how I'm supposed to do anything.
I kind of lucked into that position where everything was perfectly screened because that was not measured at all.
I guess Death Shredder just gonna fuck up my zoanthropes when they come in. I guess we gotta start doing something about it.
I would say all of the infantry here move 5.
Yeah.
So as long as you kill the fast-moving things, you can stay far enough away. It'll take me a bit to get to you.
Ooh, this is Trigon Prime. I don't wanna throw him out there just yet. Regular Trigon. Okay. Ooh, no. Honey lines, we'll get that. And Storm Hostile is not gonna happen. Well, no, we're probably not gonna get Storm. I want a CP for Sustained. What else do I want a CP for?
Well, while you're thinking, any other
I'm
questions in the chat?
Pickle here.
A lot of people talking about how much they missed the Trigon Prime.
Yes.
Good old Trigon Prime.
Yeah, it's a bit weird with Tyranids only having leaders for a couple units right now.
Yeah.
Definitely nice that they brought it back, even if it's just in one detachment.
But he was around for so long.
He
Trigon
was a
Prime.
thing since 5th edition.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I do this, I'm 9 away from you, so I could still theoretically charge. We're gonna pop a tunnel marker out for him, and it'll be basically right here, and then the Screamer comes out 6 inches away.
Light Lords only have 3 wounds still, right?
Yes, they only have 3 wounds.
And then the Zoes will come out. Be within 18 of these guys. And all of these guys will come out. Okay. So that will allow me to at least handle those 2 units. And if I'm lucky, I could maybe handle the Rhino. You gotta remember the Lictor's still around, Trigon Prime, and Screamer Killer. Somehow. Okay. It's not fantastic, but it is what it is. I will spend the CP to give... Ooh. Yep. I'll spend the CP to give him the bubble of reroll charges.
Okay.
And I also spend a CP to give these Zoanthropes sustain hits.
0 CP?
And ignore cover. Yep.
Okay.
So in the shooting phase... In the shooting phase, we will shoot him with the Screamer.
Yep.
He will do 1 + 3 + 1 for blast.
Yep.
On 4s,
In contagion because you have to come down outside of 6.
perfect.
Then
1 wound, AP3.
4 up invuln. Goes through.
Take the damage, and then a battle shock at -1.
Okay. So 7+, they fail.
All right, and I'll take it. How many wounds on a Rhino? 10?
Yeah.
I guess we'll fire the Trigon Prime into the Rhino to try and get it down to 9 wounds. Or not Trigon Prime, the regular Trigon. 6 attacks.
Yep.
6s are sustained 2, so
Okay.
those go back in. And then we wound you on 6s. 5s. 2 wounds, no AP.
Okay. 3s. You're good.
All right, now for the Doom Squad that I need to just wipe them off the board.
Okay.
That, if they can, I'll feel much better.
So what is this profile?
It is D3 attacks blast on each of them.
Okay.
They are Strength 7, AP2, D3 damage, sustain hits, rerolling 1, ignores cover.
I will spend a CP for +2 toughness.
Oh.
So they'll be up to T8.
Oh.
Wow. Okay. Never mind. Oh yeah, maybe. Dang it! I'm gonna forget my own strats. Screamer is supposed to, so that didn't happen. I forgot about that. Okay. That's the good combo. That's what you're supposed to do. People watching at home, I got flustered by getting absolutely wrecked by Death Guard already. You're supposed to put the Screamer so you can shoot the thing, so they battle shock and turn off strats like that.
Sure. You did stop me from overwatching here, because I would have overwatched your Screamer killer, so it's not completely for nothing.
I guess.
But yeah, that's definitely
that's way more impactful.
Yeah.
By a mile. All right. So how many shots? 6d3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. What? Okay. They at least get 2 for blast there. 2 more for blast there. 2 more for blast there. 1 extra. 1 extra. 1 extra, and then 2, 4, 6 extra for all the blast.
Yep.
Hitting you on 2s, rerolling 1s. 6s are sustain. Oop. So 5 sustain, reroll the 1s. Okay, 2 miss, but 6 go back in. 3, 4, 5, 6, that's all of them.
Good hit.
5s and 6s. What could have been 2s had I just positioned properly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep.
That toughness stratagem is insane.
So it's specifically if the strength is 1 higher than the toughness,
Yeah.
it is crazy because
so
it's just
strong.
it's half damage essentially. It's -2 to wound rate. AP.
AP2, ignore cover.
Okay. So 5s.
Alright, at least that happened.
So I fail all 6 damage.
D3. So, first one, dead. Fuck.
All right, 2 dead. 3
3
dead.
dead. No, that, and then the last one, so 4 die.
4 die. Okay.
Oh. Wow. What?
Neuroturn? Or
Yeah, the Neurotyrant gets to go, but he's wounding on 5s and 6s still. It still would have been. Really? How many Neurotyrant? 9 of them. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. AP2. Or AP1, 5.
Okay.
AP1, 2 damage, ignore cover.
5, AP1. So force.
Okay, 3 more die.
Yep.
1. Totally could have just had the squad mulched. Okay. Shooting. Biovore is going to shoot your stupid Lord of Poxes.
Yes.
How many shots? 1. Rerolling 1s. I didn't reroll. I didn't. Did I reroll 1s?
You did.
Okay.
so.
You did.
Doesn't hit still. Okay. Charge phase. We are going to charge with the Screamer first.
Okay.
6 rerolling. Okay.
You ready?
I needed that on the Trigon. 9 rerolling for the Trigon into the Rhino. Thank
There you
you.
wow.
11 will put me to that corner. That should allow me to tag onto the
So
objective.
for your record, because this unit killed a unit in melee, he's +6 OC. So I've got 8 OC on that point.
Of course he is. Anything else?
How many more rules do you have?
The Plaguecaster slows down infantry if he shoots at him.
I really, really screwed this whole thing up by not shooting them with the Screamer. Okay, so with that, you can interrupt, so I might as well go with the Screamer.
I will say for the OC thing, it's a +6 modifier. So battle shocking, I would have still kept it.
Right. Okay. Screamer. 3s, rerolling 1s. I gave them the sustain, so
-1 contagion.
4s, rerolling 1s. Okay. And then 3s.
Yep.
Alright, 4 of them. AP2, 3 damage.
4 ups.
Alright,
3 dead.
3 of them go down. All right, and then the Rhino, into the Rhino.
Yep.
5, 10, 12, 4s. There's a 1-3 roll. Okay. And you are in Synapse, so these are going to be on, well, 3s. 5 AP2s.
Okay. 5 ups. He's on 1.
Okay. I really. Okay. You get hit back.
Yeah. All right. We'll go in. So one of the Blight Lords is not going to get to fight. So you got the character.
Yep.
Hitting you on 2s. 6s are lethal. And then he is strength 8, so 5s. Or are you T9 only?
T9, 10 wounds.
T9? Alright, so 4
Should be.
contagion. So 3. AP3 effectively.
Or
Or 4. 4, yeah, with the lethal.
3, 5 ups. Okay.
2 damage each.
Down to 6.
And then the one Blight Lord that can fight on 3s with lethals. And then 5s.
Okay.
So just 1 AP3 effectively.
Nope.
2 damage.
2 more damage. Down to 4.
Alright.
Okay.
I'll try to hit.
Oh yeah, you get the Rhino.
2 hits. 5s.
Run over.
1. Worsening your save by 1.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's my turn. I get 3 points for behind enemy lines, and I don't get Storm Hostile. I'm gonna ditch Storm. I need the CP.
Okay.
And so I'll go up to 2. It'll be Matt's turn.
And I get 3 for defend.
3 for defend. Yep.
4 CP.
Yep.
Okay.
And then I think I'm gonna Shadows you this turn because
Makes sense.
I am in a world of hurt.
All right. I'll draw my secondaries first.
Oh yeah, that might change my thoughts here.
At Marked for Death and Secure No Man's Land.
Oh, okay, it's still worth doing it.
Secure No Man's Land is actually, I have to control stuff in No Man's Land, so really good turn.
Yeah.
All right. What are your Marked for Death targets before we get going?
Your Terminators cannot deep strike.
If I am within contagion range of them,
6 inches of them.
deep strike. So I could right here probably
Okay.
because you're within 9 of the Rhino.
Yeah, I'm still gonna pick him.
Okay.
Because that makes sense. I am going to pick the Biovore.
Okay. I will say him. I could almost certainly. I have the Chaos spawn that I can advance that way.
They can advance and charge.
No, but I can get the Death Shroud back there. So
How do they move?
8.
You are
Contagion.
17 away from me.
So yeah, I would need a 1-inch advance.
Oh, I see. Fun.
Not that I think you
I
have a
don't-
lot of good options.
I don't
but
care. Pick him
Yeah.
because I'd rather he go that way. 1, 2. Screamer will be 3.
Okay. Yeah, you don't have a whole lot you can pick. So, all right. Battle Shocks then. What
Yes.
would you like me to start?
I don't care. Everything's at -1 except for the Rhino and you're not Synapse. Everything
-2.
-2.
You have a Neurotyrant as well.
No, that's the -1 part.
Oh, Synapse is an additional -1 though, isn't it?
Yeah, but you're not in Synapse range. It's only 6 inches.
Got it.
It's only 6
I'm
inches.
used to most of your stuff having Synapse.
Yeah, not in this army.
Okay. All right. So everything at -1.
Yep.
All right. So we'll start with the Rhino. Is
Man. Okay.
Plague Marines right next to him. They're good. Blight Lords. They're good. Tallyman on my home is good. Poxwalkers.
Good.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Death Shroud.
Good.
Good. Lord of Poxes.
Good.
Good. And the Rhino. Fade.
There we go. Some points.
And then Chaos Spawn. Good.
Okay.
So primary.
Matt gets 10.
Yes.
10.
Did deny a few.
Yep. My Tallyman roll for CP fails. Still at 4. All right. Marked for Death. And
Secure.
Secure. Okay, so Secure, I've got 1 right now. I need to get a second one. All right, I got a regular battle shock on the Lord of Foxes. He fails that.
Hey.
He's battle shocked, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need one on them. They're good. So yeah, I could have scored less if I'd failed that battle shock, but
Yeah.
we're good. All right.
As
No,
you were
because it's just a
explaining,
+6 thing, so you would have still got it.
Oh yeah. You're right. I already said that was a thing.
Questions?
as you guys were explaining the various Death Guard rules, someone just said, "What even is this Death Guard list? God, they are scary."
Yeah.
Yeah, they have everything.
I think it's just this code.
It is.
Like most of the data sheets had like 2 abilities already, and they essentially added another one to a lot of them in the codex, which is a little unnecessary. It's fun, but a little oppressive at the current points costs.
Yeah.
And then this detachment, especially once I get that the extra contagion thing off, it goes a little crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
All right.
I guess. Oh wait, we have another question too.
Yeah.
From Ryan. Question about the Walkrent.
Yes.
Most keep it full melee to support bigger bugs. Shooting then as closing rounds. Oh, one sec. I need to read it. Most keep it full melee to support bigger bugs. Shooting then as closing rounds melee finisher.
Yep.
Is there any merit to giving it a gun potentially shooting every phase?
I think the gun is useless.
You don't think so? Yeah.
It's D3 shots. It's AP2, but it doesn't ignore cover, so most things you're probably shooting at are going to get 4-up saves against it. And just D3 shots.
It was more shots.
If it was flat 3
Yeah.
or or 2 even, it's only strength 9, the heavy venom cannon, so you're not even wounding vehicles on 4s unless it's a rhino. The Stranglethorn cannon is okay if you're going up against infantry. It's good at killing like Marines, except for Death Guard Marines because they're too tough. So it's something. But no, the gun, I'd rather sacrifice 2 turns of nothing shooting to have an extra 4 attacks in melee when I get there. Essentially.
I guess a question I have is, what do we think is going to happen to Death Guard in the next Dataslate? Because they're winning tournaments, obviously.
They've already won like 7.
They've won a ton of tournaments. The weird thing is their win rate's high, but it's not like crazy high. Like Mordaka and Yunari and all that are way higher, but they're winning a similar amount of tournaments.
Their tournament win rate is very high.
Yeah.
Their overall win rate is low.
Wonder if that's like meta chasing noobs, like people who don't know how to play them.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a little bit of both.
one thing with Death Guard is they were a starter army at one point,
Yeah.
8th edition starter set, so a lot of people do have them.
I feel like it'll be a lot of points nerfs.
Yes.
Maybe
Yeah.
not so much rules nerfs.
Yeah, I mean the rules are fine as long as you point them appropriately.
Yeah.
I'm gonna advance those Death Shroud. But yeah, a lot of stuff gained a ton of stuff, but didn't really go up enough in points. Like I thought they came down from what was printed in the Codex. I thought the Codex points already seemed pretty good. But then a lot of stuff came down 10, 20 points from that.
Jeez.
Significant.
Yeah, like Death Shroud, I think were 160 in the Codex for 3. That seemed much closer to right than 140 for 3.
They're 140.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Lord of Contagion went up, which is justified. He's maybe cheap at 110.
He's cheaper than Custodes characters, and he does
Way
significantly more.
Their characters especially are cheaper than every
Yeah.
equivalent in every other army.
Yeah.
The points are a little crazy at the moment.
So probably some points nerfs for
Yeah,
sure.
it'll be interesting to see how harsh they are exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Then we'll bring the last squad of Death Shroud in. I think they'll fit right here.
What? How?
6-inch deep strike?
You gotta be... I was 6 inches away from you.
Well, Contagion's 9 inches. Round
Oh.
3.
Okay. I forgot.
He's got the rules.
Alright. This is,
Got all the rules.
Well, I don't think it can actually fit because that guy winds up off the table.
that's my saving grace. If you got to charge those guys, it's game over.
So I guess I'll go for the Biovore. So that's still points. Is there... Oh, sorry. I had to advance these guys to make that happen. I'm just going to hold the Death Shroud. Or no, it's turn 3?
Turn 3. So they have to come in.
All right. Where do I guess they'll just pile on the Trigon then. Because, yeah, I did not set myself up quite properly.
Poor Trigon.
All right.
All right. I'll rapid ingress my little lictor.
Go.
Down to 1 CP.
I don't think I can fit him over there. I don't think I can fit him.
That's a free rapid ingress.
It is a free rapid ingress,
Right,
yes. Yeah, no, not there. Not there. The heck? I need him here, but everything really cannot go anywhere on this board. There's very little point to bringing him in over here, because anything he's going to charge is just going to fight first and nuke him. And he can't even fit. This is...
Well, you don't have to stay away from your stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I would say they do have 2 very scary flamers on them.
But they can't shoot
Well,
them?
in your turn, if you try to move him, I guess is the... Like, if I kill this guy in melee...
I guess, if you... Yeah. At this point, I'm going to hope that that's not the case.
Okay.
So, I guess he's going to go there. There's literally nowhere else for him to go on this board. So, he'll go right there. All right.
Shooting. All right, we'll start over into the Raveners in the corner. I've got those Plague Marine squads lined up. So I'll throw 1 Blight Launcher and 2 Plasma Gun shots into them.
Yep.
So overcharge Plasma Guns. They hit. And then on 2s, we got 1, AP 4.
Okay, 2 damage on 1.
Yep. And then the Blast Gun, 2 shots. It's on 3s, 6s are lethal. 1 hits. And on a 3, 1, that's AP 2 effectively.
6 up. Nope.
Okay. And my hazardous checks there. They're good. 6 wounds on that guy.
Yep.
I'm not even going to bother shooting because I don't want to overcharge. So the 1 wound wouldn't matter. All right. I got... this squad is going to shoot at the Zoanthropes. So I've got just the 2 characters, essentially. So overcharge the Flamer. D6 plus 3 shots for 5. They are strength 6. Your T5. So 3s.
On these guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So 4 on your invuln.
4 on the invuln. 1 dies.
They're D3 damage.
Oh. Okay.
It's a psychic flamer.
So
So 3 fail.
yeah, 3 failed.
All right. If you want to reroll.
No,
Okay. So 2 damage. Yeah. So 1 dead
1 dead.
and 1
Okay.
damage to the next one. Okay. His hazardous check. He's good. And then the hyper blight grenades from the other character is 2 shots plus 1 for blast. On 3, lethal sustained. And then strength 7, so 3s.
God.
So
Oh my
5 on your
God.
invuln. Those are 2 damage.
All right, so 1, 2 dead, and another one down to a wound.
Okay.
God.
Next, the Rhino's going to shoot at him. So, Havoc Launcher, 3 shots. No blast anymore. 3s.
4s.
Yes, 4s, because I'm in combat. And bracketed. And then your -1 toughness, so 3s. Strength 5. 1.
Kills him.
Okay. And then the Combi Bolter shots. There's 2 of them. On 4s. And then 4s. 1.
Okay.
Okay. I guess Death Shroud will shoot their flamers, because why not? Into the Trigon.
Yeah.
We got 11. And 6s. 2.
2.
First thing, you're saved by 1.
Take 1.
Yep. Alright, I guess I got another Rhino. He'll shoot Combi Volters at the Trigon and then Havoc at the Zone Throats. So Combi Volters. 1 hits. And on a 6, nope. Havoc Launcher. 6 shots. On 3s. And on a 3. Nope. Alright. Charges. I'm going to charge your last Ravener with my character. He's in. I'm going to charge Death Shroud into Trigon.
Mm-hmm.
They are not in.
Not in.
CP reroll.
Oh. Yep.
Still not in.
Yay!
Okay. I guess we'll send the Plague Marines into the Trigon. They're in.
Probably in.
Would you like to Overwatch that?
But no.
Okay.
No.
I can't plus toughness here, so.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I need my 2 CP.
Good. Alright. And then the last card I'm going to do is the Claw Spawn onto your home objective.
Oh my. Alright.
That'll be a 9-inch charge. It's just outside of contagion range. And there's not it.
Alright. Saving grace here.
Yep. You can fail charges.
Where are you going?
Alright, I'm just going to start with... so you have 2 CP, you could interrupt.
Indeed.
I'll start here.
Okay.
If my character dies, I'm not too put off by that. So I've got 3 heavy plague weapons left.
Oh boy. Okay.
Hit on 4s, lethal sustained on 5s.
Lethal sustained on 5s.
It was really unnecessary to give that to a character. Wound you on 5s.
Okay.
So 3, AP 3 effectively.
6s. Woo!
2 damage each.
Ah!
Right. And then the Plague Caster. 3s, lethal
Okay.
sustained on 5s.
Okay.
To come back in. And then on 5s. Okay, so 3, AP 2 effectively.
Oh my. What's the damage?
D3.
Okay. Roll him up. Can't kill him, but you're gonna... Okay.
4 damage.
Down to 4. You have
Yep.
more?
The other character's out of range, so no.
He lives! I will interrupt.
Okay.
I will kill your Lord of Poxes.
Okay.
The Prime. Blah, blah, blah.
Minus 1.
You roll the 1s. 6s are sustained. We got them all in.
Okay.
On 3. What you toughness 7?
6.
On 4s. Twin linked. You have 4 AP2, 2 damage from just the Prime.
I mean, that's... You only have the Prime.
I only have the Prime. Good thing I only rolled him.
4 up invulns. He's dead.
Get out of here!
That guy caused such
He caused
a catastrophe.
such a problem.
75 points.
He's so good.
Him surviving on 1 wound really threw off the whole shebang.
He also gives the squad 18-inch Lona, which
Oh,
is not like a build-around thing, but it's nice.
alright, and this guy gets to go.
Yep.
Screamer on 4s.
Plus 1 toughness, or plus 2 toughness wouldn't matter here because you're strength 10, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And on 3s. 4 more. AP2.
Ruts.
Ha!
Kill 1.
Man.
I'm going to spend... this is not the one that has a restriction against monsters, right? Let me double check. Another unnecessary thing is, like, all of our detachments have, like, full rerolls as a strat, practically. They're just different requirements to activate them. I think this one is just you have to be damaged, and it has to be. I have to use it on a character unit.
I'm not a character.
I'm a character. I mean.
Oh.
So lethal, sustained, and
Yeah.
full hits, full rerolls.
Yeah. So this is a 2 CP strat. 1 Death Guard attached unit. I get full hit and wound rerolls against a target that's below starting strength.
Hit and wound.
Yeah.
Down to 1
It's
CP.
2 CP, but still.
Still.
Okay.
All right. So I got 5 attacks on the character. 2s, 6 that are lethal, full rerolls. And then wounding on 4s with full rerolls.
Wow.
Okay. So 3, AP 3 effectively.
He's dead.
Okay.
Does he lash out? No. My God. I have 3 monsters left. It's not going to be enough. But damn.
Yep.
Now this doesn't stack with my bracket, right?
No,
Good.
not anymore. They fixed that at
They
least.
did one thing. Alright, 12 attacks on 4s. You're all the ones. Yes. Look at all of those. Okay, good. On 2s. No, you're toughness 6 now on 3s. 5 of them at AP 2.
Okay. No invulns in the squad.
Okay.
So 5 ups.
3. The squad's dead, but the
Squad's
characters
dead.
are there.
So lethal sustained is gone now. Now it's just lethals. All right, and my rhino gonna run into you. 1, and on a 5, you one effectively. It would help if you could at least make the easy saves.
Well, even if you won, it's a 50% chance I make that.
I suppose.
Even the rhinos hurt.
Okay. Damn.
All right. So that is going to be my turn.
You get to secure no man's land, and
I
you.
got marked. The
Oh.
Screamer.
It's 5 for
Yeah, the screamer. I should. Well, you could have killed them.
Yeah,
Could have killed
the
anything.
Trigon was a risky take because I did have to make the Death Shroud charge, but I suppose that's true of any of them.
that
Yeah.
5 and 5 for your secondaries.
Yeah.
5 and 5.
5, 5.
What is the score? Like 40 to 5 or something?
54-21.
Okay,
But you still have your turn 3.
that's true. I do get 10 primary.
Yep.
You have to take a battle shock on the Zoes. They pass.
Yep.
Battle shock on the Trigon.
That one will be at -1
He still passes.
because the Death Guard needed 4 data sheet abilities or Death Shroud rather.
Sorry, let's score mine. Oh, and that Ravener needs to make 1.
Yep.
Let me see what my cards are in case I want to auto pass him. Engage in all fronts. Ooh, no prisoners. I only have 1 CP. I need it, so we're gonna have to roll it.
The 2.
He has synapse, so yeah, he's fine. He's fine.
Engage, no prisoners.
Engage and no prisoners.
Okay.
So those are doable, at least.
Okay.
Those are very doable. It's just a matter of how are we... Can you hear your Death Shroud pop back up?
No, not uppy downy.
Okay.
There is 1 detachment that lets me do that as an enhancement. Not this one.
But you can do it.
It is
Can
it's in one of the bad detachments,
Okay.
at least.
Oh, that's good. Wow.
Is the Rhino what's battle shocked?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Seems like a silly thing to do that, but maybe not.
Kind of a fun question.
Yes.
With the points decreases to the Screamer Killer, is it finally in a place where it is good?
I think it has its chances. I won't say it's solid, but they definitely, with a little bit of a point decrease, it goes a long way in helping them out.
What is it now?
135.
It's pretty
Their problem wasn't necessarily the points, it was the slowness. They only move 8. So they really really struggle to get where they want to.
Yeah,
In a detachment like this, it's not as bad.
they could have done with the Psychophage buff.
That would have been
12-inch
cool.
movement.
12-inch move. Even a 10-inch move would be fantastic. How do I dig out these Death Shroud? That is a tough question.
We've pondered this a few times. They're not an easy profile for Tyranids to deal with.
They aren't. Not
easy for most armies to deal with.
Other armies at least have some stuff, but Tyranids, like every gun or melee profile that would be really good at it is only 3 damage. So the 4th wound is a big hindrance there.
It's like a 50% increase almost.
Yeah.
So I think I gotta measure it out, of course, but I think I want to do something like that.
Sure.
So that would be a 6-inch charge there.
Yeah, and I got no fights first shenanigans anymore.
Great. And I think over here, this guy's gonna come out of this tunnel. D6 away.
Yep.
You do have an interrupt. Though
Interrupt, and then the other thing you might remember, I just haven't mentioned on stream yet. The Lord of Contagions do stand back up on a 2+ the first time they die.
So annoying. The first time they die, stand up at the end of the
It's
phase.
the phase, yep.
Half wounds?
Half wounds, yep. And it's 1 per battle round, so if you manage to kill all of the Lord of Contagions in 1 battle round, only 1 will come back. Not that you were in a great position to do that, but in general strategy-wise.
What do you have in here?
It is just 5 Plague Marines, so 3 Power Fist-ish profiles, 2 Plasma Guns, and a Blight Launcher. No Flamers.
It's really dumb, but he could technically do it. But need a miracle here. Need a miracle. But he needs to stay alive well, let's see. Assuming I make that charge and live, and then I put a Spore Mine in this corner, that will be engage.
Yeah.
Would be nice to have him to do something, but at the same time... Oh, wait. 10
I
inch.
do still have my +2 toughness thing, or an interrupt.
Yes, you do. But if you use it here, instead of at the other monsters, I'm okay.
Yeah.
With that, I think. Let's see how I don't need to advance them. Where's 24 from those guys? Oh, right there. Okay.
On top of my Rhino.
I see. So, do any of these characters explode?
The one with the grenade racks.
Perfect. Perfect. We like to hear that. So you'll go. I guess we can see you there. Nothing else coming in?
No, it is all on the board.
Okay. Okay, we'll move this. Spore Mine. Let's see. No, he's just going to have to advance. 10 inches! Let's go, little buddy. For next turn. And you guys are within range. Perfect. I have 1 CP. I would love to get my Trigon Prime sustained, but I'm going to need to spend it on the Trigon Prime for re-rolled charges, in aura of the re-rolled charges. Actually, choose the Moloch. That way this guy can get it too.
Sure.
All right, well, let's begin. We got points to climb back. Spore Mine. Bam. Points. Shooting. Screamer at your dudes here.
Yep.
He will scream at you 8 times. That's good. 7, 8, hitting you on
-1.
-1, so might be 5s even. I think it is. Oh, there was a 1 in there.
Yes.
Okay. And then on 3s. 3 of them at 8.
That's higher than I was.
Let me double check. I'm pretty sure
I don't disbelieve you.
it's
You think it is?
it's a wildly high strength.
I would have guessed that's the kind of like strength 6 gun.
It's definitely higher than 6.
So AP, sorry.
AP 3.
Yeah, 4 up invulns. I failed 2. Almost caught it.
A wound. Ow. Okay. Let me double check. Ooh, Tau. Tyranids. Data sheets. S is for Screamer. Screamer is strength 8. Okay. How am I supposed to do that one wound? I can't. Oh, hold on. Before we go any further, the Moloch does mortals.
Yes.
Wham. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will get hit by it. Let's start with the Rhino.
Yeah.
Heck the Rhino. It dies.
Okay. Does it explode?
Not
No.
quite.
It's out of here.
Let's do the little Plague Caster boy. He will take, I believe that's D3 mortals. For 3 mortals.
I see. 2 different rolls. So
Yes, 2 different rolls.
He's on 1.
And then the Surgeon boy will take D3 mortals. For 1 mortal.
Okay. He's on 3.
Okay. Death Shroud will take flat 3 mortal wounds and a battle shock check.
All right. There, battle shock.
Oh, watch out, guys. It's happening. We're pulling the snake out of our butt. And then the spawn.
Okay.
Oh, nothing on the spawn. That's the one I really wanted to. Get that one out of there. Fun. Okay. Can this Trigon... Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. Let's see, the wounded one is the back one?
The front one, yeah. Closer to your objective.
This guy's
Yes.
wounded. Okay, so let's start with then this. Ooh, man, you got Death Shroud on 1 wound.
Yep.
How do I want to play that? Because I would like to kill him. But him being alive is going to be annoying because if he does die, that's going to make my charge a lot longer.
I will say also for your consideration, he is the one that's got the super scary flamer out of the group.
All right, Trigon, shoot him. Shoot him up. Blam. On bracketed 4s.
Hit.
And 6s are sustain 2.
Yeah.
But you're a T6, right?
Yes.
Yes, these are 5s. 1, 2, 3. No AP.
3 ups. I failed 1.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Let's go. Cool.
Did you battle shock from the Screamer?
What?
On these guys?
They took a battle shock, yeah. They passed.
Got it.
This guy will try and finish that spawn then.
Yep.
Because that'll be fun.
Nice one to hit.
Okay.
Not that it mattered.
It didn't matter. Cool. And then 5s again. 1, 2, 3 again.
AP.
No AP.
All right. So 4s. And then 5 up flammable pains.
He is good.
The immortal spawn.
All right. Now we have these guys.
Yep.
And what is that charge to the character boy? Probably just a 6.
Well, you have to go around.
Well, assuming he dies.
Oh, assuming he dies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then just a 5. Looks like.
So I am going to once a buffer.
Like it.
Looks like it just popped back. Okay.
We're back.
What do I paste? Because if I kill both of them with shooting, that'd be cool. But can I realistically kill both of them with shooting? Probably not.
You're wounding on 5s with the flamer no matter who you shoot.
Right. Does he have invuln anything?
No.
3.
3 up save, T6.
So I could get a little... Alright, I'll get a little risky. We're going to throw 2 lances here, and then we're going to throw the flamer there.
Okay.
2 lances. Hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. 6s are lethal. Alright, they both hit. Strength 12, so 2s.
Yep.
Alright, 2 6-up for you.
He's dead.
He's dead. Very
Did he
dead.
explode?
No. That would've been
That's
cool.
no prisoners points.
That is more no prisoners. I think I've maxed that out now.
2 so far.
And the Rhino. 3.
3. Yeah, I forgot about the Rhino.
And then the Flamer into the Death Shroud for 11 shots.
I see.
8, 9, 10, 11. 5 and 6s. 1, 2, 3, 4. -1.
3-ups.
Got him.
Ooh. No, I can't. They're battle shock.
Yeah. All right.
Wow.
And then you have me at 1 CP, Connor, right?
Correct.
All right. I don't think I said it, but I don't think I officially declared the reroll aura, the Moloch. I said it, but yeah, I want to make sure because I still saw it there. So that leads us to the charge phase. We got a whole bunch of 6-inch charges to do. Let's start with the rerollable ones. So this Trigon getting into the Death Shroud here.
Yep. He's in.
Good. 8 will take him. I don't really want to get any closer than I have to your other Death Shroud.
That's a fair decision.
The other Trigon, 6 again with a reroll.
Yep.
7 will do it. This guy needs a 9 into the spawn
Sure.
with a reroll. We have channel members, don't we?
We had Warsun 1 and Critical Medic in here.
I'm gonna use both of you.
Nice.
What's on
The
Critical
charge.
Medic? Thank you. This is important. These spawn causing problems. We need a 9 here.
There's
Nice.
We get it.
The channel
Thank you, channel members.
It's huge. They
Wrong.
were going for your home objective.
They were, and they were gonna take it.
You're still here. Thank you.
They were gonna walk right in, and a 6-inch charge for the Screamer here.
Of course.
I saw the 3 and thought I was gonna fail it. Now the question is, do I charge that Lone Ravener? You have 2 CP to interrupt,
I do.
but you could only realistically use it on
Them or them.
them or that spawn if you really wanted to.
Yeah.
Do I sacrifice my Lone Ravener for 2 CP and protect? I think I do. 6 should do it.
I think so.
Yeah, and we'll just sling him around to your Bug-Eye boy. I really like that one.
Thank you, Warlord Old Stale One, for a gifted membership.
Hey, thank you.
And I went to Necromancer Goblin.
Necromancer Goblin got it. Fantastic. All right. That was fun. Okay, things are happening. We're going to start with my favorite boy, the Trigon Prime.
Okay.
Yeah, we got to get a close up for him. Now, unfortunately, we're probably just going to, well, I'm not going to jinx anything. Don't say it. I'm not jinxing.
Say nothing. Just
I say nothing. I say nothing. Thank you. All right, these are 2s to
-1.
3s, rerolling 1s. The 2s. And your mean rules. Okay, if only they were sustained. I did not have the CP for that. Strength 11, so 3s.
Yep.
All right, that is 7 minus 2s, 3 damage a pop.
All right. 7 4-ups. Failed all of them. All but 1. So those kill the Death Shroud.
And that
And I got 9 damage on the character.
always got feeling pain this
Yep.
week.
So 4 feel no pain from the Death Shroud, which still applies because it's the same activation.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
4 pluses.
just like with the Tyrant.
He's live on 2.
Okay, well, at least it's enough for the Trigon to... Now, do you want to interrupt?
I am thinking about it. Because you have 6 attacks.
The Prime, yes.
6 attacks will hit me on 4s.
Little Prime.
Will wound me on 4s with Twin Linked.
Yep. With sustained and rerolling 1s.
With sustained and reroll 1. Oh, he doesn't need to be leading a unit.
Nope.
That's right.
He's just him.
I
He is
could-
him.
I should do it. If I don't have a unit to try to throw into the stuff, I start to get in trouble here. So yes, I will interrupt.
All right.
2 CP down to 0.
Yeah.
0-0.
All right. So I've got.
Well, I assume you're going to get him,
Time.
but
I assume so. There's a chance. I just get that later.
he does have 6 wounds,
Yeah.
but
so
no
start with the
save.
hand weapons.
Just poking out.
He's freaking out.
On 4s, 6s are lethal,
Okay. Okay.
and then on 2s,
Oh,
So you're T5 down to 4.
yeah,
So 3 AP3 effectively.
he did.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. It was a worthy sacrifice, my prime. All right, now we can continue the carnage.
And they'll take their full 3 and consolidate.
Get to the center of the objective.
Yeah.
How did you?
I don't know. I'm just flinging everything.
I got
That
it.
makes sense.
All right, back to shotgun number 2. 6, 12 attacks on 4s, rerolling 1s. Ooh, yep. Reroll that 1. Okay. On 3s.
Yep.
Okay. 4 of them. You gotta make them all.
I mean, my saves have been pretty awful for me here. It's been saving you a lot of trouble.
It's been helpful.
Any other channel members in chat?
Is this? This is
Well,
not-
that is for the main ones, but Warlord Old Stale One also just became a reinforcements member.
All right.
If you want to give a shout out to him with the dice roll.
We'll give you a shout out. I get a stand back up on a 2+.
Oh, come on, please. No, this. Please, 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 please. Oh, I see it. I saw it.
Thank
So
you,
you will
Warlord.
stand back up right there at the end of the phase.
Okay. Okay. Oh, and then I guess. Oh no, that one doesn't.
So
He technically would have been able.
he would have been able to
after he
consolidate.
killed
So you would have been like there.
there. Yeah. All right, Moloch time.
Oh, Tom.
Connor's pointing at the Moloch. It is a whopping 16 attacks,
Yeah.
hitting you on 4s because they also give out the contagion. 4s, rerolling 1s. Lots of, that's expected. Bam! Nope. Okay, and these are strength. I'm not within synapse. I am within synapse. So these are going to be strength 8, 9.
Alright.
Higher than you.
Yeah, higher than 7.
Higher than 7. 3s. Ooh, just 4 of them at AP.
One of those you picked up was a 3.
Good, thank you. 5 at AP2, 1 damage.
All right. So 6 up saves, and 5 up feel no pains.
Are they dead?
They are dead.
Oh, I had another attack.
I also do mortals on 4+s here. Take 2 mortals.
2. I didn't get to eat you.
They also explode.
Ah!
1 explodes. Take another mortal.
Ah! Down to 11. And then I will also take my full distance and skadoodle backwards. Alright, we're not done. We're not done. The Screamer could continue the dream. We get 10 more attacks. Does he stand up?
He does not.
He has 6 wounds or 7?
6 wounds.
Okay.
You just need to get 3 through here.
3 through here. We could do it.
1.
4s. It's a good start. It's a really good start.
Reroll ones.
He does. Everyone does. He didn't. On 3s. I'll take it. I will take it. 5 of them.
5s. He is alive.
Okay.
3 wounds.
He's alive on 3 wounds. I won't complain. He alone shouldn't be able to just take out the Screamer.
All right, you jinxed it.
Why would
You'll
you
have to
say
have
that?
You don't have enough attacks.
He does. He can do 10 damage.
Okay, he can.
I have to get 100% of them through, but he can.
Okay. Okay.
So on 2s with lethals. All right, now he can.
Okay. I did get that lethal.
And then on 4s.
All right.
Just 2. AP3 effectively.
5 ups. All right. Fix 2. Down to 8. Down to 8. All right. That was the best turn I've had so far.
Yep.
I will pick up 5 points for no prisoners and 4 points for engage on all fronts.
How many points hit the table that turn?
Let's see. It was a
A
Screamer.
Screamer, 2 big boys.
That was it. Screamer and 2 big boys.
Okay.
So 160, 140, 145 maybe. So 300, 450-ish points
Okay. Well, they
came down.
done as much work as the rest of your army.
Yes, absolutely. They really did great work that time there. Okay. Good stuff. I'm happy. I was really... Things were dying. I wasn't killing stuff.
You know what we've not been doing?
What haven't we been doing?
Challenger cards.
Oh, I should have had one of those.
Yeah, at least one turn I'm sure you should have.
What is that? I have
If
not
you're
picked it
behind
up.
by 6 points, you get a little bonus card. Should we just see what it is?
Yeah, go ahead and see what it would have been for this round.
Challenge. That's a mission. That's a deployment. Challenge. Challenger. Harbored power. It gets sustained hits 1.
Or mission for victory points is your other option. What would that have
For
been?
each objective marker you control, you get 1 point.
All right.
2 points. Oh. Any of them. 3 points. There you go.
Oh,
Give me.
is that on primary?
It's technically its own column, but I haven't made it because I didn't realize it's
Put it on primary.
Put it on. Yeah.
You probably won't.
I won't
primary.
match primary. Give me the 3 points there. Good call, Matt.
That's
Yeah.
cool. I have
It's a nice
keeping
little-
up with the changes. I don't know.
It'll be a new thing to have to remember, but it's very good.
Totally forgot about those little guys.
Because that replaces the secret missions and all that, but they're way, way better.
They're way
Much more doable.
Yes, absolutely.
Most of them are like a gimme 3 points.
All right, so where do we stand now?
Top of turn 4
Yeah.
starts 54, 43. Would have been 40.
Okay.
on the thing. Yeah.
You'll get another challenger card.
Get another one. Here's one thing. Oh yeah, Jay. Cool.
Now we're in turn 4.
Now we're in turn
We're
4.
gonna roll for CP.
Get it.
So that's at 2. Craig's at 1.
Yep.
And my secondaries for round 4, I have no prisoners and Cull the Horde.
Cannot call. You could have.
If it's dead, it doesn't count.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Bring it down.
No prisoners and bring it down.
I am a man with a plan.
What was your call?
The Ravner block.
So it's 13 plus models now anymore. It doesn't count wounds.
Oh, it doesn't count wounds at all. And the character.
The character unit counts now, but you have to be 13 plus models.
Okay, never mind.
Oh.
So you wouldn't have been able to. Interesting.
Primary match.
10.
Yeah,
Got it.
10.
All right. Oh,
Uh,
that resets for you. There.
Yeah. And I don't have battle shocks because they're both at half.
Yep.
All right.
And that's reset.
How many monsters can I kill?
Yeah, this is if you do well this turn, you've got it in the bag. But if you
I think there's a good chance I kill both of these. It is by no means guaranteed.
both of I guess the Lord of
I can
Confusion.
grenade. You only have 3 wounds.
Grenade.
Yeah, he's my one Terminator with grenade keyword.
Of course he is.
TR in the chat.
TDR.
TR. Salah's here. Craig, as Matt is pounding you with his Germinators, remember your sweet victory over Eldar.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
And we do have a question.
Yeah.
With the Swarm Lord's point drop,
Yeah.
how do you think he stands now? I use him all the time. That CP gen is just too good in my opinion.
I think you'll see him a lot more unless someone is playing a dedicated ranged threat because the assault and lethal advanced roll.
Yeah.
The assault and lethal is just so nice to have on a gunline army. So much that the foot tyrant has.
Foot tire.
It's just so much mobility on already 8 or 9 inch move monsters.
What about Swarmy? Oh, you're saying that's
Yes.
better.
So normally if you're taking a gun line, you still probably want the foot tyrant.
Right.
But if you are playing at all a relatively mixed army or pure melee, Swarmy is probably the better option right now.
I was thinking that you could use more CP in this list. Seems like there's a lot of good strats.
It's weird because there are 0 defensive strats.
Right.
There's 1 reactionary strat and 4 offensive, and then a healing one. So you want a ton of CP on turns 2 and 3, and then you really don't use any the rest of the game. So it's. Are you falling back from me?
I am.
Ooh, I guess so. I don't punch you.
Yeah. I can still move block you, but you're just going to kill me if I stay in combat.
That's fair. That's fair.
Actually, I can re-roll my hits over there.
Of course you can. Okay.
And the Rhino, I have to keep on that objective because if the Flag Marines charge, I need to still hold it. How far do your snakes move?
10.
10. And they can't go back into reserves unless they use a tunnel? Or
There's a strat that snakes can just do it.
at the end of my turn?
Yep.
Okay.
2 of them.
I'm hoping you won't have 2, but good to know.
I have 2.
What current?
At the end of my turn, I mean.
What?
What current meta builds do you think this new Niz detachment will prey on?
Elite. Not Death Guard elite, because their elite is still just...
At least for the moment, we've got enough small stuff.
You have enough small stuff?
Custodes, you'll spank.
Custodes, Star
Shatter.
Necron.
Oh, good. 2 of my 3 armies.
How do you feel about Knights?
I would... Well, they got their toughness reduced.
Not quite yet, but it's coming soon.
When they get their toughness reduced, it'll be in their codex.
To 11?
T11 on the big stuff, T9 on the little ones.
When that happens, it'll be more manageable because Zoanthropes will be able to just destroy the big knights, and Trigon Prime can contend with big knights, and the Raveners can contend with big knights. That will be a good one as well. The things it will struggle against are the Horde armies. There's not enough chaff, at least the way I'm playing right now, there's not enough chaff clearing.
Orcs would be tough, yeah.
Orcs, Genestealer Cult, other Tyranids could all be very tough. This Death Guard, of course.
I almost brought a Poxwalker heavy list.
It would not. I don't think it would go well. I'd have to almost start my Moloch on the table.
All right. Moving into shooting.
Yeah.
I'm going to start with a grenade into your wounded Trigon.
So you're down to 1 CP.
Yep.
Okay.
So, mortals on 4+. Take 3.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Sadness. My Trigon.
All right. And then from there, we'll do some shooting into your other Trigon.
Yep.
So start with the Rhino, outside of rapid fire range, so it's 4 shots. Yeah, 1 lethal. I'm not bracketed. And then on a 6. All right, so just 1, worse than your save by 1.
We're good?
Okay, you made 1.
I did.
Made a bolter save.
I did make a bolter save.
And the Havoc Launcher, 5 shots. 3s. And on 5. Nope.
Okay.
All right, and then the Marines, overcharging the plasma guns. I got 2 hits.
Okay.
Toughness,
10.
10. All right, so 5s even after the reduction. Doesn't matter. AP4 effectively. 2 damage apiece.
Down to 10. Jesus.
Hazardous rolls, I make them.
Okay. Could you fail one of those besides on the Rhino?
That was my 1 per game. I timed it well. This is the number of shots on the Blight Launcher.
Okay.
2 shots. 3s, 6s are lethal. Wound you on a 5. Okay. Shooting is done.
Good.
So, charges. We got the long charge, not that long, but charge from Plague Marines into Trigon.
Yeah.
They're in with an 8.
Oh, really?
Should be.
Damn. Okay. And 8 was what you needed?
Yep.
Dang. Dang.
And then the Lord of Contagion will go in as well.
Oh, Overwatch him with the Zoes.
Sure.
And Posse. Oh, now you get your 4, right? They're all in range? Yeah, they're all in range. You have 3 wounds?
3 wounds.
No shenanigans here at T7?
T7. I could CP reroll 1.
Do I lance you or do I blast you? They're AP2. You're not going to get any cover, so I think I go for the blast profile. But the 6s are auto. We'll go for the blast. How many blast shots? 1, 2, 3. On 6s. 1. On a 4. That's a wound. On an invuln save.
4 up.
The big boy, Tyrant. 12 shots! Okay. You're not battle shocked, are you?
No.
I would have made this very juicy. Stayed battle shocked. It would be on 4s then. 5s. 3 AP 1s. 2 damage a pop.
Damage a pop. Well, I gotta make just 2. 3 ups.
Yes.
CP reroll.
No!
Down to 0.
Down to 0.
0.
No!
He is on the wound.
Oh my god.
Alright.
Alright, kill my Trigon.
It's honestly not guaranteed, because
Got the big dude in there.
he doesn't have sustained or lance anymore.
Maybe start with the small squad and see if it would matter if the big dude died
We can do that.
for fun.
Damn tally, man. If only I killed you turn 1.
Yeah, that would change a lot of stuff. So
All right.
2 CP less.
2 or 3, yeah.
All right. So starting with the squad, heavy plague weapons. 6 are lethal, and then wound you on a 5.
Okay.
So 2 AP3 effectively.
6s.
Yeah. 2 damage to start.
Down to 8.
Then you got the power fist. They all hit.
Oh.
Wound you on 5s. Nothing.
Your power fist on 3s?
Yeah, that's new.
Mine.
I mean, every other power fist in the game hits
I
on
was gonna say,
point.
mine don't.
Every Space Marine power fist hits. Plague Marines were the last ones that didn't.
Okay.
And then I got 6 attacks with knives.
6 knives.
1 lethal, the rest hit. Wound you on 6s. All right. Those are AP1 effectively.
Okay. 4 ups. Ooh. Alright, fail 1.
Damage.
Ooh. Down to 7.
I need to do 1 more to make this easy. That's the Plague Marine squad done.
Oh, you could have.
All right, so hit you on 2. 6s are lethal with the character. 1 lethal. Strength 9, so I only wound you on 4s.
Yeah, that's contagion.
Ooh.
3 at AP3 effectively.
They're 3 damage apiece.
3 damage apiece. You gotta make 1.
Man.
You can do it.
2 of them. Do we have any channel members hanging around still?
I think that's all of them.
Okay.
We're in here at least. Sala's here.
Sala. Please, Sala. He's technically a troop member. I'll do it. I'll do it. He made TDR a troop member.
Shout out.
Please, Sala. Beg of you.
Oh,
Down he goes.
man.
Dang it. Really had it. Chance there.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, without the sustained or lethal, he's only like normal threatening. No longer the super spooky, but it's just enough to do it.
That would have been huge. I would have got more primary because I could have killed them. And okay.
All right. Well, let's get round out my turn. I got 2 monster kills.
So 4 points for no prisoners and 4 points for bring it down.
That's a good turn.
Yeah. Yeah. Dang. That was a 9-point swing. His rerolling that invone.
Yep.
It's a 9-point swing. All right. Can I still somehow do something? I think I exhausted all of my chances here, but
Go ahead and draw the challenger card before we forget that again.
all in. Shooting phase is the strat. The action shooting phase. 1 unit from your army. End the turn more than 18 inches from all other enemy units. Good job, Neuroguns. They'll get 3 points there. Or the strat is fight phase. A unit that has not fought this turn gets a 6-inch pile in. And I can go any direction I want.
You could potentially deny primary. Well, you probably don't need it to deny primary. With this.
Yeah, because I can just skadoodle around there. Huh. Okay. I don't have CP at the end of my turn, so I could not pop my Moloch back into the tunnel. I do have a CP now.
10 primary.
10 primary.
And what are your actual secondaries?
Oh, yeah, that's right. I gotta keep doing other things. Call the Horde and bring it down. Can't do call, bring it down. Not great. Tempting target.
Okay.
What is
Your opponent must select one objective marker in no man's land, and if I control it, I get points.
It's the rhino one. I know you can get there. It would mean my Marines maybe live. Maybe.
Move 10, but because back of base would put me like there, and I can't just sit on that. So let's see. I have 1 CP. Oh, hold up. I need my codex. 5 time, Matt. I gotta find my codex.
Got any more questions in chat?
They're talking about the knight stuff. The
Knight
knight
stuff?
code. They're lowering the toughness on all knights.
Yes. So War Dogs go down to T9,
Yeah.
but they gain 2 wounds.
Oh.
The Questoris Knights go down to T11, but they gained, I think, 4 wounds. And then the
Interesting.
big one, the Tyrant, goes down to T12, and I think he also gained 4 wounds.
I mean, overall, that's a durability loss, though, right? There's a lot of
It is
strength.
really dependent. So, like on the War Dogs, that's almost certainly a loss because T9's a very big break point.
Yeah.
Like Melta's and autocannon stuff now wounding you better.
Yeah.
On the big knights, it's very dependent on what's shooting at them.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff doesn't actually care about the T11 versus T12, in which case you just gain 4 wounds. It's specifically like the las cannon type profiles that gave you big
There are
wounds.
a lot of, though.
There are,
Right?
but not all armies actually use those.
It's true. Interesting change. I didn't
Because like it, and Death Guard's weird because we reduce toughness, but I don't have a single strength 12 thing other than like las cannons on a tank, which are not currently in lists, but could change.
Weird. Okay.
So when I was looking up, there's a strat in my movement phase to pull something from one tunnel to another. I wanted to make sure they specified a separate tunnel because hoping I could burrow him down and pop him back up and do mortals. Unfortunately, my only other tunnel is all the way over here. So while I could put him here and see, that would be within 9. I could on a 2+ just kill that Lord of Contagion.
Mm-hmm.
That would mean instead of having an auto charge here, I would be having a 7-inch charge to tag them.
Well, if he pops out here, that was like 12 inches to here.
Ooh. Oh yeah, no, it wouldn't work. So that's unfortunate. I still have one more turn.
You'll have one more turn, yep.
It's turn 4.
How far am I behind?
Right now, after you scored primary, it's 72-53.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I could get... Where'd my challenger go? I could get 3 points for a challenger, and I could get 2 points for a bring it down. Tempting target's just not... Yes, it's 5 points, but that is essentially throwing in the towel because your death shroud are right there. So I think I have to spend my CP and ditch tempting target.
Wow.
Yep.
Hope for something else better. And we get Display of Might.
Have more stuff in No Man's Land than me. More units, specifically.
In No Man's Land?
In No Man's Land.
Whoa.
What's the wording? Is it wholly within?
The heck?
I like these.
There are more units from your army that in your opponent's army wholly within No Man's Land.
Okay. So
it's that's impossible because I only have.
Well, he's not wholly within No Man's Land,
Oh, he's not.
and you'd kill him anyway, most likely.
Yeah, but I want to
I
be
have
on.
1, 2, 3, 4 units in No Man's Land right now.
What's your deployment? 20?
20. Oh, I suppose you want to end.
I want to take this.
Yeah.
So I would lose that. So you have.
So I have 4.
Yep.
So if you kill 1, you would only need all 4.
Does the spore mine count?
4.
Spore mines would count.
Okay, so that's better. That's better. So what we're gonna do is advance our little Neurogants because they can get into No Man's Land. 18 inches.
That's your 12-inch side. You don't have to go far.
Oh, you're right. Well, I kind of be on the objective though. I got the Lictor to be on the objective. When does my display or my challenger thing end of the turn if that unit, so I could start the action while there's units within 18, and then if there are, then I fail it, but if there aren't, then I score it. So these guys could move up, because I think them moving up here... Oh, they're not within 18. Alright, so we're going to just move the Neurogants. We're not going to advance them because they need to be doing an action.
I forgot they were there.
They've just been vibing, waiting for their time to shine, which is...
A lot of points, actually.
They have been getting me a few points. So they're there. The Lictor is going to... He has a Scary Flamer.
He does have a Scary Flamer. It's just 1d6, but it's anti-infantry 2+.
Is it damage 2?
It's damage 1. So I'd have to roll high to kill you.
What is my distance to you there?
And I'm not against the wall there, so you'd have to come inside.
So 23 away. I only move 8 this turn. But next turn, we'll risk it. Advance the Lictor. Oh, 9. So do you want to Overwatch my Lictor?
I'm thinking, what is the strength on your Moloch?
Well, that's what I could have spent my CP on. It's only going to be 8.
8. I'm going to hold the CP.
Okay. So he goes there.
Oh, for +2 toughness.
Thinking about it anyway.
There. He's gonna move back of base. Hold on. Because he can go like that. Bloop. And he was at 8. Yeah. Okay. And then
So you mentioned people are talking about the Knights. What's the overall sentiment on them right now?
Well, they're just talking about there's more changes than that. Even I didn't know.
Yeah, there are a lot more. That's kind of the big
that's
shocking,
big shocking. You can advance that spore mine.
The War Dogs are losing battle line.
Yes,
except for a specific detachment, I believe, for both of them.
The War Dog detachment will give them battle line.
So they're gonna have no battle line.
They'll have no battle line outside of that detachment.
How weird.
Is this deployment 10 or 12?
I
12.
suppose that is kind of strong in some ways to have like
12 is here. I rolled a 3, so I'm only moving 7. So alas, he does not get there.
Big changes, yeah.
So then we got 1 spore mine. We spawn another spore mine. Him, them. Okay,
Yeah, you got 5.
we got it.
You don't even need to kill anything now.
Well, we want to.
Well, yeah.
I guess we'll hold the spore. I'll set it here so don't forget him. Okay. This guy, no, never mind. I was gonna say he has to take a battle shock, but that's wrong turn. They have anything worth overwatching with? Okay, so we're just
Space plasma guns and a light launcher.
we're gonna just shuffle up a little bit, so we can definitely not let you have. You can go even further. Let you have cover there.
Sure.
And Mr. Moloch. Mr. Moloch. The game rides on you, Mr. Moloch.
The final snake.
Just gonna get whacked by the death trap. Are they only OC4?
In total, yeah. 1 apiece.
Well, I did have bring it down. That's right. I did want to try and see if I could lance them. I would have had to move. We're not going to get bring it down. We're just going to get display of might. Unfortunately. Because I need to deal with this stuff.
So there's just two new objectives or 2 new missions.
So then,
And then a couple of them are reworked.
Yeah, so containment was removed and tempting target was added back, and then the new one is display of might.
Oh.
So there's 1 more mission in total than there were before.
Yeah. All right.
And then, yeah, a lot of them were made easier, like engage on all fronts, you only need 2 quarters and you get 1 point. Recover assets completes at the end of your turn instead of your opponent's turn. So a lot of them were made easier.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. All right, shooting phase. Shall we begin this? My screamer is going to go into your dude buddy.
Yep.
How many? Well, I could try and scream. It's 18-inch range. I could try and scream them, because if you battle shock, then even if you use your +2 toughness strat, I'm going to be wounding you at +1 to wound.
Well, I can't if I'm battling.
Can't use the strat.
I'll be wounding you at 2s then. Or 3s.
T6.
T6, I'll be wounding you on 2s. That's interesting. You can't interrupt if I... No, you can't interrupt.
Nope, cannot.
I think we do shoot the Marines then.
Okay.
How many shots? 5 plus 3 plus 1 for blast.
Yep.
On...
Yep. So 5s?
On 5s. 2. That's all we needed. And then on 3s. 2 3s. 2 minus 3.
Minus 3. I don't think I get cover.
I think
you can
you
still.
do.
Minus 3.
Yep.
So 1.
Okay, Moloch's damage 1. And the most important...
Damage 2.
AP2 damage 1.
Yeah, I know you said it already. I just keep thinking he should be 2.
Yeah, he kind of looks like it. All right. Battle shock at -1.
Yes.
The most important part.
7 up. Good.
Oh. Okay. Zoe's then. We will throw everything in the Plague Marines.
Okay.
I guess I will declare the... Do I fire off the lances? It's just 2 shots. if I do the lances. But if they hit and wound, it's gonna be 2 dead. Yeah, we'll fire the lances.
Okay.
No, you have 5 of them in there?
5 of them, yep.
And you could spend the strat.
I could spend the strat
It's-
to nick you wound on 5s with the other profile.
And it puts you up to toughness 8, which means my Moloch would only be wounding you on...
It's only for the phase. So I'd have to
Right,
be shooting or...
so that's what I'm saying. You have to pick one or the other.
Yep.
Okay, we'll do Blast. We'll do Blast profile. I will put him... No, I'll just dump everything into him.
Okay. I'm going to put the +2 toughness here.
+2 toughness there, yep.
I think it's more impactful here than in the melee.
Definitely. So the 2 shots are going to be 3 and 2, and then an extra 1 each for Blast.
Okay.
On 2s, rerolling 1s. Rerolling 1s. Okay. And then on 5s. 2 of them. EP2.
5 ups.
All right, the first
First
one
one.
kills it. Next one.
All right.
Okay. That could have been a little better. And then the Zoe, or the Neurotyrant, is going to only get 3 shots.
He's tired after the other 2.
He does get 1 wound at AP1.
3 up. He's good.
No.
Oh, sorry. I thought you originally declared the character.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah. So yes, you got the wounded flag brain.
Cool. So now the question is, so I, for sure, unless I totally whiff and you kill him, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 units in no man's land to 1, 2, 3,
You got
4.
right now. So you'd have to kill one thing if I also kill one of your things.
Okay.
Wait, no, you got this 4 mine. You've got 5.
1, 2, 3, 4.
5.
5.
Yeah.
Right.
So you're good either way.
All right. So just to be
Or sorry, kill the character to guarantee it.
kill a character to guarantee it. I'm trying to decide if I should just put a spore mine out or I should just try and shoot him for fun. I'll try and shoot him for fun.
Okay.
For the memes. How many shots? 3 shots.
Ooh.
On 4s.
2 of them.
Give me a 6th. Oh, that's still a wound. At -1. You do get cover against it.
2 up.
Oh. Okay. Well, could have happened. All right, now we have the charge phase. Charge. Screamer go in there.
Yep.
Rar. And then the Moloch doing his multi-assaulting. Rar. All right, so you have 6 wounds there.
In the
Plague Marines. And you have 1 on the Death Shroud.
Yep.
Lordy boy. So what we're going to do... You can do the attack, even if with extra attacks, you can do them in any order, right?
Yeah,
but you have to declare them all.
complete one. You have to complete one first, though.
So,
You can't alternate.
yeah. So
This will all be at -1.
So the Moloch has his extra attack, which will hit on a 4,
Mhm.
and his anti-infantry dev wounds 3 up.
Okay.
Flat 3 damage. It's risky, but he could just go and then be done with it. I think I'm going to throw 6 attacks in there as well.
Into the character.
Into the character. And then we'll throw
10 into...
10. Really would have liked 1 more Plague Marine to be dead.
I bet.
10.
Before you roll,
Yeah.
thank you again, Warlord old stale one. I
You'll-
gifted another membership.
Oh,
you very
thank you.
Maybe he should get a dice at some point.
He'll be the Moloch Munch.
The launch? Thank you, Warlord. Would be the launch.
12 attacks into the Marines.
Okay.
On 4s.
Yep.
Rerolling 1s. That was good.
The rerolling ones is saving.
It's so good. It's so good. Oh, baby.
Does that apply to shooting too?
It applies to everything. That's why this attachment is so versatile. And then on 3s here.
Yep.
That is going to be 7 at -2.
That is 5 up.
1,
Alright.
2.
1 on a wound.
Did your Death Shroud explode? Dang it. It's live on a wound. Alright.
The chomp?
Yeah, we should do the chomp.
I'm gonna... Do I This is the one I want alive, but he's not in engagement of you.
Yeah.
So I think I will just
Do that.
stay in combat
Yep.
to get some damage on you.
All right, the Chomp.
Thank
This is
you.
the old one.
Thank you, Warlord.
Warlord, old Warlord. On a 4.
Still one.
On a 4. Reroll ones?
Reroll one.
Oh.
No!
Thank you, old warlord.
Yeah.
Okay, that die is done.
Triple.
It was,
One.
that was a lot of ones in a row. All right, so we'd still have to. You could still do it.
Yep.
On 4s. Jeez.
Oh my gosh, this I shouldn't kill you.
On a 3.
Do you have your CP still, or did you spend
No,
it?
he spent.
No, I spent that.
That? So the only way you don't score your thing is if I kill you here, which shouldn't happen.
Shouldn't happen, but it could very well do it.
Oh, go ahead and Screamer Killer.
Yeah, Screamer, you could do it quickly.
This one.
Kill 1 in there.
One of those. Oh, he hits on
Yeah,
3s normally. That's right.
Yeah. And then 3s. Okay. 4 of those.
4 ups. I failed one. Only one. He's down.
All right, and we'll consolidate. We'll come hug you a little bit closer. Actually, I'm gonna go like that. Okay. Well, this was annoying. I really would have liked for both of them to be dead, but they're both hanging on a wound.
Here we go.
All right, 5 attacks from the character, 2s with lethals.
Oh my god.
That was a terrifying start. Toughness 10 base,
Yeah.
so wounding on 4s with contagion. 4 of them, HP 3 effectively.
6s. He's dead.
That's tragic.
My god. My god.
Lord of Contagion.
Oh. Oh my gosh.
And he died already, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he
They're
died.
been slated.
Well, so that's game.
Yeah.
There's no way I can come back with that because you're gonna get primary, and I'm gonna lose out on secondary.
Yeah.
What'd you do for secondaries? this
Nothing. I'll discard, bring it down. I got nothing
turn? Oh, right, because
because I needed
To kill something.
that
You got
to
your
happen.
victim thing.
I get my 3 points, so you can give that to me in a
Second.
secondary.
Yeah. The
Primary.
sorry, what display of might?
Yeah.
It's called. Yeah. Because that swung so hard, I
2,
actually have
3.
4 units.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I should just spawn the spore mine.
In fairness, the odds of me surviving that with the character is ridiculous.
Man. Okay. Yeah. Well, we can play it out. Matt obviously won this one, but we'll play it out.
I will get 2 for primary now.
You got Mouse Shock.
I'll auto pass 1, assuming I don't need it for a secondary redraw. So tempting target and extend battle lines.
I guess I'll make that the tempting one.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just auto pass with my 1. Oh, I get a tally man roll. All right, I'll auto pass and then I will ditch the secondary because tempting target I won't get that one.
So he'll be at 1.
I'll spend both.
Okay.
Yeah. So extend battle lines and cleanse
So who's auto passing?
the character.
Okay.
So then Plague Marine next to him fails.
Okay. What is the score right now?
Before he scores primary?
Well, sure, yeah.
Before he scores 72-56.
So I've been down by 12, but now I'm going to be down by
You had a good chance there.
a lot.
So your primary mat is
So I'll get 10 for primary.
10 for primary.
And then what we'll do, we'll advance the tally man.
Run!
Right here. And then advance the Poxwalkers. There you go, 8. Pile up on this objective, or maybe you can't get to him. But it's the other way around still. And then I guess we'll advance Death Shroud into the center. All right.
Those Death Shroud dropped down, killed something, and just started walking.
Yep. So cleanse with Rhino, cleanse with Lord of Contagion, and then I've got extend battle lines for 5.
Jesus.
Cleanse, you get 4.
4. Oh wait, they changed it to
I think you
5.
need 3 objectives to get 5, don't you?
2 or more objectives.
Oh,
5.
That's
If you're playing tactical.
okay.
5
changed
to
it,
extend
yeah.
as well.
Jesus, you're gonna get
Tyranids
almost 100
primary.
on me. It's turn 5, right?
Yeah.
So I get bomb a turn scoring.
Yep. So you get your challenger cards again.
Get another challenger card. I get strategic retreat. 1 unit for your army, excluding monster vehicles, not with engagement range, can be put in strategic reserve. Great. End of your turn. For each of the following areas, 1 or more units of your army are, you get a point. Your deployment zone, 1 point. 6 inches of the center, 1 point. No man's land, 1 point. Your opponent's deployment zone, 1 point. All right, so I can get 3 points there.
You get 4.
Caps at 3.
Oh, okay.
I still have display of might, and I got cleanse.
Okay.
I have 1 CP. How many things do you have in the center now? 1, 2, 3, 4?
4, yep.
1, 2, 3.
I'm pretty sure I measured last time, but yeah, they're in this one.
In
So,
primary for Tyranids.
well, I still get.
Oh,
I
yeah,
could-
it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, it hasn't happened. I can get it to 15. I'm gonna spend my 1 CP because I don't think it matters on ditching cleanse, and I will get assassination. All right, I'll at least get some points.
There you
to
go.
Make it close in the end. Neurogons. Blop. 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 Stand still. Let's see. You have how much OC on?
I was able to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
All right. So I'm just gonna advance with the lictor. We're going on a dream here. Boop. And then he is gonna sidestep so he can see the poxwalkers.
Okay.
And we are just going to hope that we battle shock them in shooting.
There's a very good chance of that.
And
Your
then
leadership is bad.
yeah, and then we have this shooting here. So I need to kill the Death Shroud. So everything into the Death Shroud.
Okay.
We'll do the Lance profile because no. Well, you can do the +2 toughness thing.
He's at 0.
Oh wait,
1 on his turn.
Oh, you do? Oh, yeah.
hold on. How far away from you?
Greg, you have 1 as well now. Fantastic. 0.
I am done now. We're gonna move him his 4. So I believe that'll be like a 7-inch charge to the Death Shroud. 8. All right, and then we'll spawn a Spore Mine.
Okay.
Shooting phase. Where'd they
You
go?
put it down behind the building. That's what I remember.
Well, I had one next to him.
Oh, that's the one I'm
and
remembering.
here he is. So we'll just put him right there. So we have more in the 1, 2, 3,
You moved him into my deployment zone, so you don't have to kill one.
and that other Death Shroud dude.
Actually, you have this Spore Mine.
Yeah, he's gonna advance. Enough. Can I get outside of 3 of you? I can. I actually don't want to explode. All right. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 to 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to kill the character.
Yep.
9 points riding on killing the character. Everything into the character.
Which profile?
Lance.
Okay.
Fire away. There's a lethal
Reroll your 1, yep.
and a hit wound. 2 wounds on the Invone.
4 ups.
He's dead.
He is dead.
All right. We got that. And then the Screamer Killer will get 3 plus 2 shots.
Yep.
On
-1.
5s. Hit you. Oh, a 1 in there. And then on 2s, 1 wound.
Damage. 1.
Yeah, damage 1.
5 up.
All right. Battle Shotgun -1. You need a 9.
I get an 8. They fail.
And just for the fun of it, I'm going to kill Tallyman.
Do it.
Die, Tallyman. Yes. Rah. And Tallyman, 10 attacks. On Ferris. You God.
Wow.
I got 1. I got only 2.
Nice.
Oh,
He's gonna live.
He's gonna live. He lives on a wound.
You've had so many characters live on 1 wound.
Yeah. It's egregious.
All right, well, that's it. So I will get 12 points of secondary, or however you want. I'll get 15 primary.
Got it.
I'll get 12 secondary. And I'll get 3 for the bonus.
12 secondary, assassinations 5.
Yep. Display might just 4.
We'll make that 6.
That has to be really close, actually,
7.
after that turn.
7.
Make it 7. Yeah, and then give me 15 primary. What's the score?
92 to 83. So
Yeah.
if a couple things I got
So-
in the middle.
Wait. It's that 9-point swing right there. If I had 5 more points and you had 4 less points,
You had
You
5
would have
get
to elect for
88.
secondary as well.
and the next secondary card is Extend Battle Lines.
You would have won.
Yeah.
Ah, man.
Nordic Contagion, re-rolling his save to win.
That was it. That was it.
Good game to both of you.
Damn.
That was a good game.
Yeah,
Wow.
The,
Yeah.
back really hard after the brutal
I
turn
did.
two.
That was a very sad turn too. Damn, Death Guard are nasty.
Yeah.
You got all of the tricks in this detachment. Except
Yeah.
for speed, I guess you kind of like.
That's the big thing, is if you manage to stop me from scoring early, I kind of fall apart, because
Yeah.
my stuff does die over time, so unless I really steamroll in the early game, I can have trouble scoring.
Mm-hmm. There weren't. The secondary. Maybe I just drew all the killy side, but there weren't. Oh yeah, area denial, sabotage, and recover assets. So those 3 that I didn't draw yet. So that makes sense.
Yeah.
Defend, secure, and marked for death. Marked for death would have been bad, but interesting. Okay, I'm just noticing with containment gone, there's a little less need for speedy action monkeys.
Well, they did replace it with Display of Might,
I guess that's
which
true.
would just have more stuff.
Which is that's true, and having more stuff, those are the perfect units for it. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I feel better that I got it within a die roll, essentially. But damn, that was disheartening in turn 2. You just eviscerated so much. And then I didn't quite punch back as well as I was hoping.
The Raveners fall apart really easy to Death Guard.
They
Especially
do.
While I have the worst in safety.
The worst and safe, yeah, they don't
You just don't get one.
get one. Yeah, that Lord of Pox surviving there.
That's honestly the biggest thing about this detachment is people don't even run the Lord of Poxes normally, but just having multiple contagions active is so strong.
It's very
It's-
powerful.
Even if he's not super meta, I think I'm going to continue to use him just because it's good enough. I think
And all he has to do to get that is what?
it's just it's like a 35 point enhancement.
Oh, so he just has it. Oh, okay. What was the thing that turned on an extra contagion?
So that's a different enhancement on a different character.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I didn't use it this game, but there's a strat I can use to just apply all 3 contagions to a unit for a battle round.
Okay.
That comes from the same character
Sure.
as the enhancement. I can only use it from that one character.
Dang. Nasty.
It's super powerful. It's just a little fragile if you don't get the stuff off. Because
Right.
if I don't get fed a character early, I won't have that.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Lord of Pox is, he can only be in one spot. So
Right. Do you think it was right for me to go, like, pretty aggressive turn 1 and take out the drones?
I can see why you'd do that, because they absolutely would tear apart anything in your army.
The drones.
The
drones.
T10 with -1 toughness or the T5 with 3 wounds.
Yeah.
Just get eaten alive by drones. So I understand that. I was actually expecting you to hold back more since I got first.
Yeah.
I was expecting you to force my Death Shroud to hit the table and then you bring all your stuff in.
That is fair. My worry was that you were going to be able to, because you're in rhinos, you're going to be fast enough and then deep strike that you would prevent me from going where I wanted to.
That's fair.
So because there was a pocket there, I thought I had to take it because I didn't think.
And given what I did on my turn too, and I did screen you out of this entire half of the board,
Yeah.
that was probably the correct choice overall.
And you almost had enough space turn 2 to get more stuff back there.
And it's 9 inches.
Yeah.
So it's not super likely, but had you made the Ravener charge, that also would have solved a lot more for you.
It was a 9-inch rerollable, but yeah, still, it's
slightly worse than 50%.
yeah. That would have been big because
they had to be there to make the tunnel in the first place. So
Yeah, and those drones needed to die.
Yep.
I think.
Because if they got there, my poxwalkers would be dead, so I'd lose a lot of screening, and you'd just be on my home objective.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that probably would have broken my screen enough that even if I dealt with them with Death Shroud, you would have gotten more behind me.
Right.
So I think that overall that was probably a pretty good play. It
Right.
just didn't quite pan out for you.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know what the odds are on how many Raveners I kill normally, but that was...
Yeah, you eviscerating those Raveners, surviving and then eviscerating
Yes.
the Raveners.
The character living was probably the most ridiculous
I don't-
part of that.
I don't know if my rolls were bad, but again, you had the -1 to hit thing, which
Yeah.
made it extra worse.
That's the other really nice thing about this detachment, is normally, there's some people go different ways on it. I really like to take the worsen save as long as it's applicable.
Sure.
Just because doing more damage when you need it is really, really good. But because I can change it at the start of the battle round, I have the freedom to just, all right, round 1, if you reach me, you're just going to not hit me very well.
Yeah.
And then I can change it to more damage as needed.
It's
Yeah.
It's really good. I'm glad I kept it as close as I did, because it really, at a point there, looked like it was going to be a 100 to 30 kind of game.
I wonder if they're going to keep giving people 6-inch deep strike and charges, because that's... They've done that like
They
2 things
have
in a row.
added it a bit more. They took it away,
Mhm.
and then they started adding it back in again.
And this, Death Guard are, because they're underpriced by quite a bit, they're easily one of the best. They're not clearly the best, but they're up there 1 and 2 with like Imperial Knights or something.
Sure.
And then Tyranids are looking like they'll be pretty decent, I think.
I think once these Raveners hit, you're going to
I
see...
suppose that's true. There's going to be a delay.
There'll be a bit of a delay, because unless your tournament's allowing you to use proxies or whatnot, the Raveners aren't coming out for 2 weeks. Then you got to build paint them. So it'll be at least 3 weeks before majority of tournaments are using them. Some people are still letting them.
On the app already, though?
No.
No.
But the data sheet with points is on Warhammer Community for you to use. So you can't put them in the app, but you can essentially do it if the TO lets you. There was a tournament, a Tyranid list, who went to a GT this past weekend and went 5-1. Vanguard Onslaught using 10 of the hyper adaptive Raveners and 10 regular Raveners, so two blocks of super blocks of 5. I think that you're going to see that in Vanguard Onslaught a lot, because that is disgusting. Those things getting access to advance and charge and -1 to hit and +1 to wound and battle shock shenanigans is going to be crazy. You'll see them probably a block of 10 in every detachment. I think. So I have 2 boxes of the kill team stuff reserved. Well, I told the guys at the shop, I put my name for a bunch of stuff. These pre-orders came out. I said, depending on how many copies you get, I would like 2, but for sure put me down for 1. If they only get 2 copies, I don't want to take both of them, because I think most of my list is just going to need 5 of them. Unless you're playing Vanguard Onslaught, I think you want 10. I think otherwise 5. And I already have 10 normal Raveners, so I don't need them.
Why
I want
not?
them?
Why not 10
What do you mean?
of the new guys? You're saying just 5?
Well, just 5 of the 5 regular Raveners paired with 5 new Raveners, and then 5, maybe 5 more old Raveners. The 5 more old Raveners, I'm not loving them outside of this detachment.
Sure.
Because now it's 125 points for a utility unit, where it was 75 points. I think you get 2 lictors for the price of that, and gain, besides the deep strike, the same amount of utility in terms of secondary scoring.
Yeah, and they're a lot worse at clearing like
Chaff.
chaff.
They suck at clearing chaff now.
They're better into like marine profiles, but much worse into the 1 wound.
They're great into Marines, they're great into tanks now, but they suck at clearing chaff, which is annoying because that's really what they were never designed to be, the heavy hitters. They should switch. Their profile and melee warriors should swap, and that would make a lot more sense.
Yeah, I could see that.
But that's a 11th edition thing. Anything else for you, Matt, as you have been playing Death Guard? This is probably you're close to 10th game with them now?
Yeah, it's 10 games. I've lost 2 so far. They're very good. I'm bracing myself for the nerf that's going to be coming, because if we get the triple tap, I'm movie sad. Some points nerfs is definitely a long time coming.
I don't know if will they triple tap you?
It depends what they're gonna base it on. Because if they go based on win rate, like I said, it's high, but it's not like panic, do it now kind of.
Yeah,
it's just the tournament win rates that are very abnormally high right now.
yeah,
So it'll depend if GW looks at that as a statistic or just the win rate.
right. I at least see the drones and Death Shroud going up like 20 points.
Those are the easy ones where it's like, all right, drones make them 125. He still takes 3.
They're 90 points.
They're 100.
They're 100.
100 for the heavy light launchers.
And it's essentially the same profile as an Exocrine.
Yeah.
But
it's like they're less durable, and that
less
doesn't
durable,
really matter that
but you have an invuln save.
Yeah, we have an invuln save.
You have a few less wounds. You're on a tiny little base.
Yep.
So you can move it around a lot easier.
And Exocrine also has a synergistic data sheet.
It does have that as well.
Their ability is kind of meh. I always forget when it even comes up, but it's really good. But they are just a gun, so I don't know exactly where balanced would be, but 125 still feels great.
I think 125 is good. Yeah, I don't think they need to be the price of an Exocrine, but they definitely need to be more expensive than a Psychophage.
Yeah, and then there's also the random characters like Tallyman. He dropped 5 points coming into the Codex. He got buffed.
What? How many points is he?
He's 40. It's unnecessary.
I would love to have 40 points for extra CP, because you average 2.5 CP extra a game for him.
It's on a 7+, so it's I think it's 3.
Oh, so it is 3. Yeah. 3 extra CP a game for 40 points. And something to babysit your home objective.
And that's exactly. He's the cheapest thing in the Codex, so he's the auto home objective holder.
Yeah.
So stuff like that was unnecessary. Technically the Biologist Putrefier got nerfed and got a 5 points cut because he used to get a free grenade strat.
Sure.
But because he gets sustained hits on the squad, also it's effectively a buff.
Yeah.
Even though you have you're paying for the second character, so he didn't need to go down in points. It's a lot of that kind of stuff where stuff went down 5 points. It really didn't need it.
Mm-hmm.
Probably could have gone up 5.
And I don't want Death Guard to get slapped, but just hopefully a very few targeted Death Shroud drones, maybe a few characters up 5 points, and leave it at that. Otherwise, they're powerful, but Death Guard have always been either full horde or very elite, and they just feel a little too one too many units on the table, essentially.
Yeah, if you bump drones by 25 and you bump Death Shroud by 10 or so, that right there is already 100 points, just about.
I guess. Sure. Yeah. And I think that's big. One less unit for you to work with.
Yeah. I don't know if that's quite enough, but it gets us closer.
I'd rather they do that than they just completely obliterate you back down to 45% win rate.
Yeah, like I said, I'm nervous after seeing the Eldar nerf where it's nerf the rule, nerf the other rules, nerf the points.
It at least was just Ynnari.
Yeah, they're just I'm not an expert on Eldar, but from what I've heard, they're just not good in the other detachments right now.
What do you like the Ynnari?
Like Ynnari was really good, but the other detachments are 40-something%.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So I'm guessing my thought with that is because Ynnari's win rate was 15-ish% better than the rest of the Codex, roughly speaking, they're probably going to hit that hard, see if people go to the other detachments and if those win rates go back up. Because it's probably a case of the best players are all playing that one detachment with Ynnari. And maybe if they're forced to play the other detachments, those win rates will start going back up because the better players are playing them. I don't want to see Ynnari get... Actually, I don't care. I don't care about the Ynnari. Ever since they invented them in 7th edition or whatever, they've been annoying. They've just been a problem on the tabletop. They've always had wacky rules that never balanced well with everybody, and they've caused problems. So I'm okay to see them meh. But that's just me. So... yeah, I think that's all we got. Thank you guys for watching. That was a fun game. We were looking tired at the beginning. Matt was really handing it to me, but we pulled out a close game, and that's what you got. Good content here. The rest of the schedule coming up for the next 2 months is going to be a bit wacky. Normally we have a pretty consistent order of things. but you'll see a video on it later. We're hosting a GT in a month, so if any of you are in the area and you want to come to a GT in July, come on. We've got like 10 spots left, so we'll try and fill that up. But yeah, because of planning for that GT, we'll be live streaming it, so you guys get to see 5 games during the weekend. At least I'll be live streaming it. These guys will be playing it, and along with everybody else. So that's going to mess up some things.
Do you have like a link to the GT or anything if they want to?
I have one on my phone. I should put it into I'll put it into the description here, but I am going to post a video probably next week, which will be like the 1 month mark until the GT. I'll put a video talking about it along with a whole bunch of other updates going on with the channel. But with 4th of July and the GT coming up, things are going to be a little wonky. But we'll still have content for you guys, so don't worry about that. All in all, thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Matt, for the awesome game.
Yeah,
thank you, Connor, for manning the cameras. You will be on the game next time, maybe against Matt. I don't know.
Oh boy.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, you guys are the ones prepping for the GT, so
true.
We'll see. And we'll see you guys next time here at Mouse from Game Studios.
Bye.
Bye.
And